Okay, guys, so welcome back to Do Warforged Dream of Electric Sheep. Apologies for the late start, I was just running late getting home and whatnot. But yeah, I'm Darren, IDM, and y'all can introduce your lovely selves.
I'm Amy, I play Isidore. We like keeping you waiting.
I'm Ian, I play Resist Sophio. I'm okay with the wait.
I'm Neil, I play Esme, and I have a denial fetish, so I'm well into the wait.
I'm Laura, I play Coda. I don't know how to respond to that, so I'll just say nothing.
I don't think anyone asked for a response.
No, we were all thinking it, man.
I was
we were all
following
thinking
it, like, what was I supposed... Like, I too have a denial fetish.
let's go around the room and
Now,
introduce ourselves.
everybody introduce yourself and tell everyone your fetish on the internet. Come on, everyone now.
I know that Darren's is like kink shaming.
I mean, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
I thought Darren's was being a cook.
No, that's... Oh, God. Andrew, would you like to introduce yourself, friend?
Okay, I'm Andrew. I play Virian. I'm already sick of this.
Yeah.
We're all sick.
We're with you, buddy. I stand with you.
Oh, God, I'm dying. Okay, guys, so... When we last left our heroes, y'all went for a nice sleep. Actually, wait, sorry. Andrew, have you been brought up to speed on what transpired last week?
I actually haven't. So
That's fair. So, guys, story time for Andrew, please.
We did a heist.
Oh, we did, yeah. Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Oh my God, we did.
Where did we start?
We're back in
Andrew left
and
halfway
all
through.
of you
Yeah,
are surprised to be remembering this.
Yeah, I'm really. Oh no! Do you know why, Andrew? It's because everyone rolled ridiculously well, so
And
nothing
literally
bad
nothing
happened.
went wrong. It
That's
was
right.
Anything we
perfect
threw
heist.
at them, like it was just like nat 20s, or at least between like 16 and 20 every time.
It was
Well, you
a-
left
So,
off
like-
in the break, which was what, like, had Kathe told us what she wanted us to do yet when you were still here?
I think
Oh no,
it was-
no, she went to get the info or something before the break, I think.
Yeah, it
something
was
like
like
that?
we had just run into Kathe, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Uh,
oh yeah, she went to make the group tea and then left.
Oh yeah,
And it was like,
Virgin's
oh, well.
Orpheus now. She went to the fucking underworld to talk to Harkin. That's a thing.
That is
Well,
a
that's
thing.
where her husband is.
Kathe
Oh,
wanted us to
doesn't live.
steal a book, the Magnus Factorum from Maud's Magical Artifacts.
Oh, really important.
Yeah.
The house's name is Rose and responds
Oh, the house
to
is
the name
sentient, yeah.
if you're
But-
friendly.
Also, she has a talking cat called Pip.
That I don't
Who's
trust.
a
He's
pretty
really
kitty.
scary. He just speaks in a real
He's
deep
a
man
pretty
voice.
kitty.
Who's a pretty kitty?
Yeah, we went to this like arcane shop and stole her book real well.
Capitalized on Isidora's inability to read. Which was a
Yeah,
lot like,
Isadora did a big
Yeah.
sob
Really,
story and
yeah,
distracted
they-
her.
Dearest Izzy.
Yeah.
oh,
So anyway, we stole this thing. It was just because she wanted it. She wanted us to prove ourselves. You know, all that kind of nonsense.
She wanted to prove that she's right, that we're willing to break the law, and we're willing to be out during curfew. That was basically what she wanted us to prove.
Yeah.
So we did.
So we ended the night getting back to the house with the book, giving it to her, and then resting.
Okay.
Yeah, she like made, or the house like made a corridor of rooms for us, so we have like rooms now. Also, she told us about, Kathe told us about a contact she has in the slums, who's like a barmaid in the Wrenches and Wenches Tavern, like a Warforged. I think her name's Lucille? Yeah,
Correct the
Lucille.
mundo,
Yeah.
friendo.
Oh
So, yeah,
god.
that's like a contact she has in the Warforged slums if we want to pursue that avenue. I can't speak today. I'm sorry.
Avenue.
I can't speak. This is gonna be a fun session, guys.
Well done,
Okay,
Neil.
well, that sounds good.
And that was pretty much a solid recap. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Yeah, no, because the heist went amazingly well. Everyone did
So
fucking.
good.
That's why no one remembers it, because there was no tension or like, oh no, remember when you accidentally blew
It's
up
not
the safe?
true.
It did
just
go
came in through the
really
ceiling,
well.
grabbed
I don't
the
know
book
why
and
it went
left,
so
like-
well, but it did. Like
I was like sickened by it, but I was like, this is gonna go so like I need to see where this goes. Because so far we're doing great. Like there was watch guards that were gonna have eagle vision, and Laura spotted them like long before their eagle vision happened. It was ridiculous.
Well,
Right, guys. So we had a nice night's sleep. Virion, just for the sake of like, yeah, you were like, following the party on autopilot, basically. So you like also awakened in the same building, essentially. Guys, when you exit your room, you were on kind of like a large square landing of like red velvet walls, nice bright oak floorboards, and before you is just one really, really long staircase down. And there is a light at the end of the staircase.
Are we
all, like,
dead? Did the
emerge
haze kill us?
no.
That will require a medicine check, is it?
I don't care that much.
I
We all,
slapped
like,
Coda.
emerge on
Coda,
the
did you
same-
feel that?
Yes, ow, good morning, hi.
There we go. We're not dead. Let's just go. Wait, hold on. Esme goes back in. Darren, what kind of mattress is there in the room?
I don't know, your standard mattress.
I'm just trying to think, like, what would a standard, like,
Yeah,
medieval mattress
I was I think springs would definitely be a thing if there was like mechanical, like yeah, there's definitely springs.
I have a gun, there's definitely springs.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
Esme pulls
terrible.
Esme pulls out her
Why do you like this?
mattress out, and then she just sits at the front. It's like, everybody jump on, we'll just go down really fast, we'll be fine.
Yeah, alright, I sit behind it.
I won't go down with you, but I'll push you down.
Yeah, no, definitely, you can do
Yeah,
that.
do it.
I'm totally into that. Is anybody else getting off?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Boring, let's go.
I
Yeah.
pushed them down.
Okay,
I just watched.
Risbeth was a gleeful giggle, like pushes them forward. You go over the edge and start going down the staircase, and the staircase starts like extending and growing and growing and growing, and you see like that it's no longer steps, it's just like they've gone in like a Scooby-Doo trapdoor kind of thing, and you're just like carting down at like top speed. All of a sudden, like with a thump, can everyone give me con saves?
Who's on the
me and
mattress?
Izzy.
Essentially, yeah.
Just as big as he.
I'm having fun, I don't care. Hold on. Like, do I have... It's like, do I have proficiency with con? It's like, no, I don't.
Oh my god. Okay, Izzy, you're fine. Wait, was there just two of you? I thought three got on.
Yeah, no.
No, just the two of them.
Okay, my bad. So yeah, just the two of you. Right, cool. So you kind of like you see the edge of what would be a ramp, and just as you're about to take off, just kind of like a blink, all of a sudden you just like smash into the wall, basically in between, say, two of the bedrooms. And Izzy, you're fine, but Esme, you take 2 damage from face planting the wall.
I
He just stands up and says, "That was epic."
Thank you for cushioning my fall, Esme.
Yeah. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. He just starts patting her like crushed nose. It's like, it's fine.
I have to update your character portrait. Broken
Look.
nose.
Look,
Can
we
go and take
spent like
her over for breakfast?
2 weeks in desert hell. We deserve a bit of fun.
Yeah, agreed. Ooh, flowers. I like flowers. Let's go. It's like, I can't smell it through the blood, but I can.
This would be lovely if I wasn't bleeding. Yeah, so is everyone following Risbit's
Yeah.
lead, I guess? Yeah, cool. Alright, so as you guys progress to the bottom, you the light kind of like seems to be coming from what looks like daylight. It seems to be outside. You hear birds and chirping. As you get kind of to the base of it, it's a nice like an aroma of like a nice variety of flowers. It's like really fresh, lovely, like wild kind of thing. And before you, like where you guys are walking, is a large walkway. Like over like the grass beneath you is about 30 feet from you in the walkway. The walkway has like low-hanging vines and trees like growing through them, like not breaking the way or anything. They're like really just like a tour guide kind of thing if you're in like say like a botanical garden, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like as you walk through, essentially the low-hanging vines drop down and they have like all manner of fresh fruit and like wooden containers that clearly have water or some form of coffee-like substance in them. And they're kind of like, do you take the low-hanging vines off?
I will grab the first apple I see. Red is desire and taste.
I mean, it was going to be green, but okay, red can work.
Darren, why is it like it needs to be tempted?
Will.
What's more tempting than a sour apple? Like, come at me I'm waiting for you. What's better than
Darren's
that? Spoil that.
dating profile.
I really love apples. I do. They're just deadly, like, you know.
Code
You
for
go
just
into a shop with like
pulling
70
tabs
cents and you walk out with like 7 of it. It's class, like.
Will a nature check tell me if they're good to eat?
Yes, it will indeed. Isadora, to you, they are indeed 100% safe and they look delicious.
Alright, she shrugs, she plucks some fruit off a tree.
Amy.
Hey, it's a 16, it's fine.
Yeah, I love
I'm
this. Like,
scared,
Izzy
Amy.
turns, and it's like, it's good. Fine, dude, I rolled. It's cool.
Dude, I rolled a 16. It's grand.
Yeah, guys, the fruit seems solid and like actual and good. What fruit would Esme have grabbed?
I would have gone for an apple. Apples
Cool.
seem like
It is
a
the
nice
juiciest and since it's a red apple, the sweetest. I think they're sweet.
breakfast.
Yeah, essentially,
I don't need
nice.
Had a red
Yeah,
apple.
but, like, actually not for quite some time. I'm a real green apple person. I won't eat red apples. Don't like them. But sorry, it's the juiciest, sweetest, like, possibly be Esme's, like, top 10 apples she's ever eaten. It's this one. It's essentially, is it 24 hours Goodberry works for?
Think so.
Oh,
It's-
it's Goodberry.
Yeah, it's essentially like you guys eat it and you guys, boy, I think I'm good for the entire day.
Ooh. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, guys.
Exactly, kids. Stay in school.
It's dangerous.
See, we do have positive
Yeah.
messages here.
P.S. Esme. Yeah, I love it. I like it. Is Kathe here?
She is not. Walkway is like basically a door. The walkway ends. There's a door, and there's like the vast foresty area that you're in. In the old house.
Is there any water around this natural area?
Yeah. Oh, do you mean like the drink? Because there's like vines
Well,
with cups beside
no,
you. If that's
like-
what you're looking for.
Water, like a river or something similar.
Off in the distance, yes.
Esme is going towards that. I'm going to go for a brief.
No,
Christmas-
like you're on 10 feet wide walkway, and the ground is like 30 feet below you, and off in the distance, that kind of thing.
Oh, well, that's for visual, so no. I will continue to eat and then kind of be speaking aloud, saying, "Hey, Rose, we need to open a portal. Vern said we should. Well, no, Vern's friend said we should. Can you, like, direct us, please?"
The doorway at the end of the walkway kind of opens,
Ooh, let's go.
and like in the door frame again, like you don't need to like roll, you can see perfectly fine. Is what looks like a hallway in a house kind of thing. Red velvet walls, same as before.
I forgot we had to do that.
Yeah, it's literally the last thing on my list from last week. It was just like, yeah, open that portal that we said we'd open. Just before we go through that door, can I just take another apple? I have an idea, and it's not for Esme, so it's okay.
If we ever want to
Darren
overthrow
died.
Yuria, he did.
He'll be back.
He always comes back.
Yuria?
Again.
Like,
Sorry,
bring
you talked over Ian.
Yeah, everyone's talking over me, but I'm still going, so you know. Could bring just like an army of goblins through the portal.
I mean, maybe not yet, but it's definitely a plan.
Oh no, if we ever wanted to, I mean.
Yeah. I really just want to like stick my head through and just tell Dave to sit tight for a while. He definitely would not be welcome here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we have an escape route as well if things go sour here.
Speak
Thank
of
God.
sour
It's not,
apples.
thank God, yeah. That's what I was saying. He's like, my apple's sweet, so like, I don't know. Maybe we're just two different Brisbane. Maybe we just could never be together. Although sweet and sour does kind of go together.
Whereas it was kind of
Oh,
already
God.
hit that point of, yeah, probably not.
Fuck you. How dare you get over me?
How dare
How
you
dare
get
you
over me?
get
It's like
over
the
me.
most Esme line you've ever said.
Hello. Hello.
And now
Hello,
it's
hello.
gonna
Hello.
happen.
Sorry about that.
Now
guys.
it's gonna be reversed.
You're
Oh,
alright.
upsetting. Hi, Darren. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's been awful all day. Neil, you wish to do something before you walk through the door?
It was just grab another apple.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a case of like, Vine's kind of like make a makeshift shelf and just have like them plotted along it, just kind of follow you as you walk. So it's just you make one. Virian, did you take any fruity fruit?
Yeah, Virian takes like something. He's not even looking. He doesn't care.
Yeah, it's just a bit of food. Yeah, fuel for the engine. Cool. Alright, so you guys essentially pass through, and well, I'm assuming all of you go through the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You pass through, it's fine. As you go, like the last person goes through the door, kind of just quietly closes behind you. To your immediate left is a archway that seems to lead to like just a nice, homely little kitchen. And straight ahead, you can see one of the armchairs. And again, another archway at the end of the hallway that kind of leads into another room, and you can clearly tell it's where you met Kathe, like the sitting room where she's kind of turned into a makeshift studio sort of thing. And it's, nice daylight seems to be coming through the windows at the end, so you reckon it's probably like, between 8 and 11-ish, around there.
Is Kathe there?
She is indeed. She's kind of like hunched over like a little canvas, like working away. She's seems kind of like really zoned out, like, focused. When you kind of walk into the room, you see Pip stick his head up and kind of look at you and kind of like, meow, and put his head back down, sort of thing.
Morning.
She's like, oh, yeah, yes, hello. Do you have a nice rest?
Yes,
It was
actually,
pretty
thank you.
decent.
Rose didn't like, gobble you up in your sleep or anything. No?
I mean, unless this is heaven.
Or hell, it could be either.
Oh, you guys are
I
like,
mean,
wow.
I won't go down.
Like, I mean, I don't think it's hell.
Well, you're not a big fan.
Who knows?
When Ma'am gets back, we can be like, hey, Ma'am, is this the underworld?
Well,
On the
look, when she
roof
gets
the
back,
entire
we'll ask her.
time.
Until then, live in constant fear.
Well, yeah.
What a lovely start to the morning.
You are so fun to be around. So, Kathe, that portal.
Yes. Oh my, yes, right, okay, yeah. I was giving some thought to that, and I think this is going to be tricky. I know, like, again, I don't quite know how to navigate Rose fully, but I do know whenever Mother needed a magical room, she would often just, like, cast a spell near a closed door, and that would usually kind of aim the hallway, in a sense, if you want to think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you need to find we need an arcane room. This is a teleporter, correct?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a teleporter, a teleport anchor, or something to that effect.
She's like, Rose, you're gonna help us out, old gal, right? And she's like, elbow nudging the wall, floorboards creak. And she's like, hey, oh boy, this is gonna be an adventure we're gonna go on. It's like, so how do we do this? I've never done it before. Are you guys know what you're doing?
I mean, I'm going to go with we put the rock in the room and then it turns on.
I mean, that's a good plan.
Kathe, we'll level with you. We never know what we're doing.
You're the
Yes,
only
God,
person
God,
I'll say this to,
sometimes
but
you
same. I just fake it. I can't even paint. It's just store brand canvases. I just pretend to be painting them, man.
The pictures you get nice. Cute.
Yeah, they're just the like default placeholder photo frame pictures
Oh,
of
God.
smiling families.
With like, stock image faintly printed over their faces.
But it's got like cutouts of
Oh god.
something of like Vern and Mark and her just like glued over it.
Like really bad
Mom,
cutout faces,
Dad,
but like one of them is on clearly a different piece of cardboard than all the other boxes, and it's just jarring.
It's just all macaroni art she's made.
Mm. It's
With
like,
loads of
okay,
glitter.
so we'll need a big spell cast, because again, I'm not my mother, and Rose is really helpful. So, we're gonna need to come at this with everything we got. Who can shoot the biggest?
Esme just turns and points to like Virion and Isidore. It's like, one of you do it. Hurry! We don't have much time!
If we used a
We kind of.
teleportation spell, would it help guide the corridor better?
I mean, like, theoretically, yes, but I can't do that. Can you do that?
Well, what kind of teleportation are you interested in?
I
that-
personally am not
Ooh.
interested in anything. It's you guys are coming to me looking to turn one of my, well, our rooms, and eyes up the walls, into a teleporter. So yeah, like, I just work here, as they say.
Do we have any like perception of how the house works? Like what kind of school of magic it would be even?
Hold on, let me just double check a certain spell, like just to kind of give a general theme. Hold on, let me just double check.
Going off that, if we know what kind of magic a teleportation spell is, I can try and sense that as
Yeah.
well.
In a moment,
Like,
I believe.
Yeah, this is every magic.
If we're going to use magic to try and shape it, like Rizbit and Esme both can cast Misty Step,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's kind of like a
Oh,
teleportation
okay.
thing, yeah.
Well done, guys.
But
and
we
like I can
cast that
also
on
cast Blink if we think like accessing the what's the word I'm looking for?
Ethereal plane?
Yeah.
would be useful.
It's conjuration magic, just for, you know. You were asking what kind of magic? Conjuration.
Mhm.
The only thing I'd say about myself and Rizbit having Misty Step is that's a cast on self as opposed to cast on a door, which we seem to be being asked to do. But you're like, I'm not saying I won't do it.
Well, I've got like 3 spells and they're useless, so I'm out.
Cast darkness.
I have Darkness Thaumaturgy and Hellish Rebuke, and they are not going to help us here.
Yeah,
Why don't you
I'm not
hellish
sure
rebuke
my
the door?
spells would be particularly useful
The
here.
door would have to punch me first, Neil.
Oh my god, what if I hit
I was about to say you just opened the door on her, or on his toe.
Oh my god.
Well, Darren, I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the nearest door that isn't the front door to
And
leave the place.
Yeah, essentially, like, the sitting room, an archway into a hallway, straight ahead is a door, to the right is the kitchen, that sort of thing.
Esme will go to like the internal door, put her hand on it, and then like feel the feelings she feels when she is attempting to Misty Step. In the attempt to like cast it on the door.
Yeah, can you cast Misty not physically move? Or would you does it automatically
will have
propel
to
you
move.
forward?
Are you going
Do
to
you-
like Bethesda clip through this door?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
see, that's what
I
I'm thinking.
think so.
Is it like a thing of you shoot, or is that more Blink, where it's like you kind of jolt forward? Or do you physically, like, teleport from spot to spot?
You basically like it's not even that you physically. It's like you literally are turned into into a dust.
Yeah, kind of Misty.
And-
Okay, well,
in
I'm
whatever
gonna say you have to
direction
go
you choose.
some direction, like, because I don't think...
I'll go like
yeah.
through the door.
Yeah, like, kind of open the door as you do it. Yeah, that's cool. As, like, you know, Esme kind of, like, you know, phases in and out of reality as she, like, boom, goes forward, and the door kind of goes open with her, and before you is what looks like an attic, kind of like, you know, like, floorboards. There we go. I was going to say wood panels. What the fuck? Floorboards.
Tiling, but
You know,
with wood.
yeah, like wooden tiling. There's cardboard boxes everywhere. Like, you know, there's like some toys in them. Not the toys that were eaten.
They
Before
weren't
anyone
eating,
jumps
they've
to
just
that.
been here the whole time.
Like, you know, all
Remember
canvases.
those
Like, it looks like,
parents that like takes toys away when she thinks you're too old for them?
oh my god,
Mallory Archer.
that's awful.
She's Mallory Archer.
But yeah, it's essentially like, for all intents and purposes, it's like literally an attic. It's clearly storage, but there is a large opening, open clearing in the cardboard. God damn it, these fingers. Yeah, there's an open area before you guys. You can see faint lines of what looked like some sort of arcane circle that was there beforehand, but it's very faint. Like, you can only kind of catch like little runes, like etched into the floorboard, sort of thing.
It's possible for us to retrace them.
Give me an investigation to see if you can kind of like uncover like a decent stencil, essentially.
And like shift the boxes off of them.
Yeah, kind of figure out which way it goes, kind of thing. Because like it's very faint, but you know, you reckon you know,
Yeah,
with a good
John, it's
roll,
okay, you
good
can stay
eye.
outside the room.
Esme will help.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you better.
It's like Yeah, Esme will do a help.
I will do the thing. Oh wow!
Yeah!
Nice.
Apparently, Esme is a teleportation.
He goes
wizard.
up to like a wall, and it's like, guys, I just can't see it. And it's like you're looking the wrong way. But yeah, essentially,
You've
you know,
assimilated with the house.
it just turns on. It's like screw it, it's there, fuck it. But yeah, you guys spend about maybe 20 minutes following Esme instructions to be like, oh look, the line goes back there, tracing it with chalk, which I'm assuming at least one person has.
Yeah.
If not, Coda definitely has chalk. I'm pretty sure that was a running gag on
I
one.
think
So, yeah.
Renan confiscated all that before you left.
Well, thankfully you have a prison piece of chalk in your sock. On the odd chance you got arrested and would have had to have, like demon summoned your way.
Summoned my way out. Yeah, like I always have that one backup piece of chalk. I'm gonna need to demon
It's
summon
like,
my way
it's
out of a
emergency
situation.
gun.
Hands up, who thought that sentence wasn't going to end with sock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey guys, come on! I run a child-friendly fucking show here. You know? Come on now. So yeah, guys, for all intents and like this thing is, uncovered. It's really nice. Everyone does a great job with it. Stubby bit of chalk that somehow doesn't run out. But yeah, this thing looks like it's ready to go. There's clearly like not an indentation, like an inscription near the center, which kind of looks like the crystal thing you guys had. Like the thing that the Baron gave you, sort of thing, kind of like a place here sort of mechanism. So who will do the deed?
I put it in the thing.
Yeah, like the white chalk lines start to kind of like hiss and burn, and it's like being printed onto the floorboards essentially, and it begins to glow, and like you hear like, and it kind of like pops sparks.
Stands
Like,
at the center. That's cackling.
I want to be a witch. Click. Yeah, and like basically a thin beam of energy appears in the center room, like about 10 feet tall, but it's like about like your hand wide kind of thing. And Esme, I meant you're roughly in the center, and it's kind of when you turn your face to see the wide, and it's kind of like a doorway opening when you need it, and like it's an automatic portal door, basically.
Esme goes through briefly.
Like, yeah, you see the Baron, he's like, oh, hello, it worked. I mean, like, I knew it would work, but hey, how about like some, we're gonna open up a gateway to your home message sometime, friend?
Hey, you set us on a mission. We completed it. Please be
No,
aware of how good that is for us. Like,
You're right.
We did it correctly and in time.
He's like, hold on. Like, pulls out like a piece of paper and writes like, you did it. It's like, a homemade ribbon, and just like sticks it on Esme's shoulder, and he's like, bravo. Huh.
Esme just calls Dave, fucks the apple on his head. He says, eat that and stay here. And just
He's like, I love you too, Mama.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks,
Stay
Mom!
away from that Greta.
That girl is the devil.
It's like,
Leave
why come back?
Greta alone.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm asking for.
We all agree on the one thing. Okay, so yeah, the portal is sustained. It doesn't need to be like, spluttering. Esme isn't like, cut in half. Oh wow, that would have been quite the way to go. Oh.
Yeah, I would have been excited about that. Then I could have, like, we could try and resurrect each half and then make 2 Esme.
God, no.
Oh my god, and
Awful.
she'd be half Warforged.
That's pretty rad, actually. I could definitely
Coda.
put half body.
Fix my gears, Coda.
Tighten my gears.
Look, if anyone ever gets cut in half, I'll build them a half Warforged body. It's happening, don't worry.
Is that a necromancy?
No.
No.
I can categorically say no. It's a mechanist. A mechomancy.
So yeah, Esme, you stick your head back through the portal, kind of like, the Baron's hand comes up. It's like, yeah, we're good. Just a thumbs up through the portal. A short cameo,
Yeah.
and he disappears.
We're fine. We did it. We're fine.
Kathe is like off to the side, like, bravo. Like, let's hope, Rose is okay with this, because, oh boy, I'm terrified to open that door.
Well,
What, the
you have
door
to
the door through into here, or the door like? The
Yeah, like
portal?
essentially, when the last person goes through any door in this house, despite you guys only ever technically this is your third door, I believe. Like it
Yeah.
kind of closes softly behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Rose, you need like. Bird says we're cool. Please don't eat us.
Well, I mean, I have to assume that if she let us activate the thing in the first place, she's okay with it.
That's
also
that's a solid point. I'm just
Motion.
teleportation magic is dodgy, or so I've heard. Like it's I don't know. It's portals make me uneasy. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I'm sure
That's
we'll
very
be
fair.
fine.
I'm sure we will be too. I think we're going to go out on a wee adventure today, and we thank you for your hospitality. Can we come back here and stay here later?
No, I can't see a reason why. You guys are quiet. You guys let me paint. Yeah, why not? Like again, if I'm such a cool, I technically have to think you're cool too. So I suppose.
Oh my God, we're your mom's friends.
Yeah, real
I'm
awkward.
gonna stop you in the street and say hi. How are you? But then you won't remember.
It's Auntie Nilo.
Auntie.
It's White Auntie Nilo.
White I accept the name.
I
I
wear
spend
it
all
like
of
a
my
badge of
gold on
honor.
wine.
I accept
Oh,
this
become
title.
wine ant, please do.
I dual wield a bow and some wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Esme's
Kathe
definitely
like
a
shrugs and
vodka
she's like,
ant.
"Hey, I'm gonna open this door, and as long as we're okay, then you guys can stay as long as you need to."
Cute.
Yeah, she like walks over, opens the door, and yeah, it's the same hallway as before. You can see Pip sitting out, like lying along a armchair.
Hi, Pip. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go get some feet on the ground all across Yuria.
Yeah, cool. Is everyone good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
What's it?
No.
Okay.
Guys, what do we want to do? Like, the world is our oyster. Or I
Before
suppose
you
it's-
answer that question, Esme, Nilo, you open the door to kind of leave, and as you open, you're like, talking to Rizzy, it's like, "Did you get everything?" And like you're looking away, and basically you don't see someone's going to knock the door and almost like slap you in the face, essentially.
Who is it?
It is a warforged in a long leather trench coat.
Hello.
He's got a shirt and tie. He's kind of like one side of the shirt's kind of pulled out, tie is a bit loose. He's got like a pipe in his mouth, and he's like, "Oh hey, whoa, hey, hello." Sorry, I was a bit knock. My name's Jack Hamilton, and he holds basically one of the ID things you guys have, but it's kind of like a rich purple with like gold trimmings along the edges, and he's like, "I'm with like the watch. I'm investigating some disturbances that we heard last night. Did you folks hear anything or see anything?"
I mean, we slept soundly.
So I take that as a no,
Nope.
madam.
No. Well, yeah, like we weren't interrupted or woken or anything.
No screams of terror, nothing. No warforged running through the streets, nothing at all.
No.
No.
That's a terrifying thought.
Oh gosh, did something happen?
It's like, well, we've been investigating some I've been investigating some disappearances in the area lately, but yeah, we heard that the ICM picked up a young warforged running through the alleys and essentially goes in one end and doesn't come out the other, and it was last seen over there, and he kind of like aims basically towards like in between two houses like that, kind of like down the street. And I was like, yeah, so I'm just kind of like going door to door asking folks if they've seen or heard anything. You positive you didn't see or hear anything?
No. I mean, is there anything we should be looking out for?
Suspicious characters mainly. It's been happening a while, but the numbers seem to be growing. We're kind of keeping it off the out of the public eye, but I know that's kind of like hypocritical of me going door to door, but it's just we're getting desperate, and we don't want more people to go missing. But if you remember anything down today or in the next few days, and he basically hands you like a smaller version of the big thing he showed you, and it's like Detective Jack Hamilton, Hand of Yuria, etc. It's like his detective office is like kind of on this side of the map, kind of the southeast. Actually, not that far from Darren's. But yeah, he's like, yeah, if you see anything or hear anything or know anything, just drop in. We'll see if we can, use that information. He's like, thank you for your time, and like tips his non-existent hat kind of thing and puffs on his pipe and walks off slowly.
Good luck, detective.
He's like, just waves his hand kind of like haphazardly.
I don't know what that's about.
Missing Warforged by the sound of it.
I wonder if they're all Warforged.
I'm going to go with a solid
I think
yes.
the safe
That
bet,
they're all
yes.
Warforged.
Well, we'll keep an eye
Just
out.
shrink.
Darren, I'm going to make a note of the alley he pointed out.
Yeah.
It might be worth checking it out later.
Oh, I agree. Like, full on feeling that. Quest title has appeared. Where are the Warforged? Or something more clever.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I got nothing.
I'm just trying to think of, like, the Wereforged? I don't know.
Wherefore out the Warforged.
That's awful.
Oh my god, Wereforged art thou. There we go. Well done, Laura. That was actually exceptional.
That was genuine. I like that. I really like that. So, Esme, you're about to unravel a plan, it seemed, before, dear old Jack said hello.
Where do we want to go?
I'd like to visit Tom Flinton. I owe him money, and also his brother might. I mean, if he's heard anything from his brother, he might know something about Loriet. It's been a long time since we checked in on him.
That's fair. Is there anywhere else you or anyone else would like to go?
Well, yes, but I don't know if it's the smart choice.
Just tell us before we do anything else. Cause if you decide to do something without telling us,
I
you're
won't,
probably gonna be in more
I
trouble.
wasn't planning to.
I mean, I always say I don't plan on doing things, and then I go and do them anyway.
It's like, yeah, I'm not doing anything, like, roll 20 beeps, and it's like, oh, someone's doing something.
Ooh, a whisper. So, to-do list. I'm of the opinion that I need to be seen by my house at some point, mostly because if the watch don't actually think I'm staying there, or we are staying there, it's probably going to look suspicious, because we said that that's where we were staying, or at least gave a sense of that. I
Should
really
we
don't
do the
want
rounds
to.
then? Visit a few
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, let's go see the Flintons, and then I feel like maybe we'll rest tonight, keep an ear out from the house in
Well, I
case
can't
we hear
imagine it'll
anything
be long
happening.
with the Flintons. I just need to give him some money and maybe ask if he's heard anything from his brother.
Well, then we'll start with the Flintons. We'll go and do that.
It shouldn't take long.
So wait, hold on. You didn't even tell us. What was the thing you aren't sure you want to do?
Visit my family.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine.
There are
So-
eyes everywhere. More than
Metaphorical
usual.
and physical.
I mean, yes, that's what surveillance is about. Well, no, surveillance is about something else, but the concept of surveillance is this.
Yeah, Coda, it's okay. It's for your protection, remember?
Like, chances are everyone is being heavily observed anyway.
No, that's very reassuring.
Well, we'll just
Look.
make it look like we're going into buy.
Google Earth always taking
No.
pictures.
Yeah, like it's not a crime to walk into a shop in the middle of the day and want to buy things. It's
I
fine.
know.
It is if you're carrying a weapon, mind you.
What do your
No, I
parents
get it.
sell?
Machines, inventions.
Cheap ash.
Cheap ash. Yeah, they're all part-time dudes. Business has been tough
What's your
lately.
mother's name again? Because I'll ask her for some cheap hash and then I'll leave it there. Anyway, well, look, Coda, lead us on to the Flintons. I'm going to sit back here and think about my hair.
You usually take the lead on things.
I know, but you're the one who wants to go and see the Flintons, so you should be in charge of that part.
Oh,
Don't
there's
forget, I
Coda,
said
that
that
work-
part. Like, we could be killed if we go and see the Flintons, for all I know. I just don't want to be responsible for that. I'll be responsible for telling you.
I'll be responsible for saving myself, but you can all die.
It's called delegation, Coda. Look it up. It's effective leadership.
Oh my god.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah, it's like all of Esme's leadership can be summed up into that scene from Serenity, where it's like, you know, if I'm not back in 20 minutes, you take the ship. It's like, yeah, and leave. It's like, no, you take the ship and you come
Yeah, but you
rescue
come
me.
get me.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's her
Yes.
entire leadership pitch. But yeah, Coda, you lead the way to the Flinton family.
Well, what's left
Facilities,
of
there we
them?
go.
Like, the only Flinton remaining, because they all died in a cave.
Oh, God,
I mean,
remember the one that like
I mean, like
frozen alive outside.
you say that like it's my fault. Florence, like,
Oh, God, and the horses.
the
Oh, God,
horses.
and Snibble. Oh, God, and the dwarf.
Unnamed dwarf killer too.
Malik? Shatterfall? Shatter something?
Correct.
Laura, you know too much.
I have,
Yes,
I have
Zach
like
does
a
not
weird
know.
memory of NPCs. I'm very too invested in this campaign. Anyway, let's go
It's getting to the point where I think, you know, in It's Always Sunny, where Charlie has like the, you know, was it Peppa Sylvia or something? You know what? It's that, but I maintain that that's Laura's room. And you're like, oh guys, look at this cool print on my wall. Behind the camera is just this like mind map. But yes, Coda, you lead them to the Flintons. You know, you go down familiar streets, you're into the rich district, the place is looking nice. The watchful eyes of ICM are
Oh god.
ever present. And the only difference is the metal looks slightly shinier this part of town, but other than that, it's pretty much the same old deal. You know, you walk past and it just follows you with a long, dead, cold stare. Sort of thing. But you know, you approach the Flinton jewelry main shop sort of thing, and it seems to be, you know, relatively fine. Like, there's no broken windows or anything. And it's like, you know, come in, we have lovely stuff. Many, like, you know, sales and really like, oh, buy this one, get that. It's all grand. Do you enter?
Yeah.
Suppose.
I mean,
If I'm so inclined. You go in, you hear the jingle jangle of the bell. There is a gnome woman with a neon pink mohawk and like kind of a basically, yeah, a waistcoat and tie. And when you come in, she's like, "Oh, hello. What can I do you for?"
Morning. I was wondering if Tom Flinton is around.
Oh, are you here about the advert I posted on the board?
yes.
What advert?
Yes.
On the job board, you know, to help with the night terrors, and there's a reward, and
Yes.
desperate no jokesters.
Yes. He knows who we are. We'll work for money.
She's like, "Madam, are you okay?"
We'll just tell
You're
him
looking
we're
at me with a
here.
cold dead stare and just saying yes. It's like, is there an issue?
I imagine her like poking up behind, kind of like, yes, hi.
Just like
Money.
it's like it pops up, yes, disappears, pops up somewhere else, yes.
She's just appearing behind different party members, getting closer to the two.
So
We've
oh,
been out
oh,
of town for a little while.
okay.
We frequented the shop before. We just came to check in.
Oh, okay. I thought like you were here over like, you know, cousin Tom's condition, but okay. No, well,
What
So,
condition? What is this job?
it's a okay. So, like, I'm not sure if you guys know Tom, but he's like currently suffers some intense night terrors. He can't sleep. He's hitting the bottle, hitting the pipe. It's getting pretty dark, and I'm getting worried, and I'm willing to pay anything to anyone who's not some shitty con man to fix it. Basically, fix him.
Shouldn't you be taking him to a healer for that?
I did, but they claim there's nothing they can do. Like in their magics, it's like beyond repairs. I don't know. I'm desperate. Like I tried to, you know, convince one of the mages to give me one of those, you know, those scrolls, those spells that like let you, you know, wipe people's memories, but they just won't give it. It's like, oh, top clearance only. This whole ID crap. Yeah, but I'm desperate. Like, can you guys help? Are you guys here for the job?
Well, we
I
wanted to
could
talk
help.
to him, but if he's not a talkative type,
Well, he is. It's more like he talks at loud volumes and can
Well, why don't
often
we-
go off in tangents.
Why don't
Let's
we
see
see
the
what we can
patient.
do? Yeah.
Let's see the.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, hold on. Okay. And she runs down, disappears behind the counter and appears near the front door. And it's like, hold on, I'll just, she, does the whole we're out to lunch, kind of, flips it around. And she's like, he's back here, in his room near the back. Follow me. She opens the, just the counter so you guys can go through basically. It leads you into a really nice hallway. It's got nice paintings of gnomes and various nose cocked ha 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 portrait kind of stuff. All various shapes and sizes. All seem to have some of high rank in this Flinton family sort of thing. And she brings you to a door at the end of a hallway, and she's like, wait here. And she you guys are about 10 feet away from the door. She kind of goes to the door and she's tapping. She's like, Uncle, cousin Tom, it's Helen. Are you okay? And she cracks the door open slightly, and you hear something tumbling around. He's like, we've got visitors, okay? You're gonna talk to him, and you're like, and she's like, okay, guys, you guys can go in and talk to him. I'll be back in a few minutes. You guys assess the situation.
Oh God, what if it's a possession? Oh, what if it's the Exorcist?
Are we doing the Exorcist right now, guys?
Esme basically just crosses her daggers. It's like, let's go. Hello, Tom. Have you never seen it?
I legitimately have not, man. It's one of the only quote unquote classic horror movies that I haven't seen.
So interesting.
That and Friday the 13th I haven't seen.
Ooh. Esme just walks in. It's like, Tom, it's us, your old friends.
I feel like seeing
Remember
us
the
would
hijinks.
only make this worse. This is gonna push him over the
Yes.
edge.
He's clearly distraught, and Esme coming in with two daggers crossed. It's your old buddy.
Esme puts away the daggers. She knows a thing or two about that. So.
But yeah, as you guys go in, it's kind of the smell of just a smelly room. The window hasn't been open in a while. There's a lot of body odor, a lot of stale alcohol kind of smell, and an odd aroma that I'm assuming none of you would know because you're probably not all essentially opium addicts. I like to hope. But yeah, that kind of stench. You guys would know. I'll have you know,
Here's the big
Risbeth is a dirty crack fiend. But yeah, it's in the corner, wrapped up in blankets, it's kind of from the body shape of the mask, it's a gnome. But this person's hair is clearly very long and thrashing about, and you see eyes peering out from the hair mess essentially.
Hi. It's us. Your friends?
What friends?
Okay, so we're the people who traveled with you a while ago, a few months ago now at this stage. And we to a cave, and some stuff happened, but I'm hoping you can catch our drift from the cave part.
The city in the rocks. That one.
Guys. Yes, the city under the mountain.
One of many. Oh God, stop.
One of many?
What do you want? Go away.
We came to visit and check upon you. Well, Coda wanted to. Coda, take the wheel.
I don't know what to say to him.
Okay, fine. I'll keep talking. Hi. So...
Hi, Esme again.
Hi, it's me again. Can you just
it's your
put
girl,
ear to the
Esme.
phone?
Back at it again.
Put your ear to the phone. But she's just like, yeah, so you were talking about one of many, and yes, that we came to check on our friend, because you are our friend. What seems to be the problem, buddy? Esme just kind of inches towards him.
Yeah,
you don't
one
seem
hand
to be
slightly
yourself.
above the dagger, and hey, you okay? Yeah, he's yeah, and he essentially there's a cloth to his left on the wall, strung up, it's clearly blocking something, and he kind of grabs it and rips it down, and smeared across what would have been a really nicely painted wall, very nice decor, swirls and filigree, that kind of stuff, all gold stuff, really swanky place. But our tall black rectangles clearly smudged on with kind of a charcoaly paint. And he's tapping the wall. He's
Yes. Yes, we have seen them. Have you been having dreams about them?
He's yeah, and kind of snaps his fingers, and you see his chunky fingers sticking out from all the blankets.
Yeah.
You hear like the door knock, and Helen's like, "Hi guys, oh yeah, you've met him, I see."
Yeah, we're old friends. We saw the first one of those with him way back when.
Oh, the cave guy.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been years away. Looks into the camera like on the like it's because it's been a year, Neil. Just about that we've played this campaign. I know it's not here to the quest, but you know what I mean. How fucking mental if it would be. That'd be like,
In game, it's been about 6 months, right? 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's more like just an express. Oh yeah, just I don't mean that in like a dun dun dun. I just mean like
No,
it's
I know,
so long since you've been there.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like we were here. I was like, ooh,
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
it's like,
that cave.
we're years in the future.
I haven't heard about that cave in 50 years.
Tom Flinton's been dead for 10 years.
oh god.
This is just some actor we pay to play him.
It's just like, yeah, so how long has he been like this? Ooh, Darren, how long ago was it that like the Dagnum stuff like resolved itself? Like a few weeks?
The seed, yeah, a couple of weeks.
Like,
I'm gonna say
how
I'm gonna say like a week and a half, because it takes about maybe a week or so on horseback to kind of, not even, or like a little bit more, but basically, yeah, by the time you guys had left Dagnum, went to the, oh shit, yeah, because you guys had to wait a week for Risbet's armor, so yeah, no, it would have been about maybe 2.5 weeks or so since the Dagnum thing kind of like, switched to current quest to finished quest.
As is like she will estimate based on the most like about on that time, when she asks like, so when did he get?
Oh, he's been like
when
this
did
for
this get
about
as bad as it got?
this bad. Oh, maybe about a month ago. Before that, it was just kind of like the odd comment, like he clearly was a bit agitated. Apparently, had been sleeping very well, but this kind of, and she gestures to the room, and like him kind of curled up in a ball with like clearly hasn't taken care of himself or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like this is about a month, but like it's been clearly building. We only kind of before it was too late we realized it sort of thing. But it's been out there for a while.
Did this happen in the city? Did he visit anywhere recently?
I know a couple of months ago he had some. Again, like I was kind of only brought in to like help fill the books, and so not a lot, but a couple of months ago, the officials, the hand, I believe that's what they're calling themselves, kind of came in and were making demands, and I know Tom was very upset with them, stressed, and they talked a lot back here. Didn't hear a lot, but after that, they didn't kind of show up for about another month or so, and they kind of had like what looked like reports, and ever since then, Tom's just kind of been like increasingly agitated, and some of the hand people have come and gone. I haven't seen him in about maybe a month and a half at this rate, actually.
Esme basically says, it's like, so who gives him the drink? Just as a question. I'm not
for the longest while it was we had quite a lot of quite a selection. We dealt with a lot of dwarven contracts, so they like their drinks to celebrate business deals, that sort of thing. So we had quite a library of refreshments, and he worked his way through that, and he says it's the only thing that sometimes helps. So I kind of I don't feel good about it, but I don't want to see him in pain.
Esme just like hands out, is like, that's fine. I'm just wondering if you have a little bit of anything.
It's like I can,
and I'm going to sit and talk to him.
Yeah. She's like, I can go check the back. There's probably some. I'll be back in a moment. Disappears down the hallway.
Esme
Comes
just
back
kind
with
of
rubbing alcohol.
stop.
It's acid on it. Put the fucking hairs on your chest.
Esme just turns back to the party. He's like, so I'm going to just kind of get Tom to calm down a little bit. But lunatics tend to draw things that are interesting. So I would like someone to investigate that wall. The problem is I probably could do with being the one, like, what are people's investigation skills like?
Everyone's in a circle around Tom with their character sheets out. It's like,
I have a 3 out of character.
How good are people?
Yeah,
I just think, like, see, the problem is I have a 6, but equally, if someone thinks they have a line of questioning they can take him on, then someone else have a drink with him for the moment and kind of take him down that journey. Equally,
What?
we should probably have a look around the room.
A fantastic job, but I feel I could probably expedite this process slightly. by skipping the waiting for the response to the questions.
What do you mean?
Explain.
I can simply detect his thoughts and see these dreams for myself.
Well, what I gotta put out to you is, yeah, we saw her. What I gotta put out to you, Virian, is bad dreams kind of haunt this party. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm going to put it onto you to make that decision. What I will say to you is, when Isadora attempted a similar thing on a different magical effect or object that we had found, it terrified her and also hurt her. This man is definitely not possessed by a regular spirit. I don't think it's. I'm just telling you to be cautious.
Virian kind of holds up his hand and wiggles the finger that has the ring of mind shielding on it, and says, "I think I'll be okay."
Also, I don't like. This isn't like the book diamond. This isn't like trying to send the message in Dagdom. I love how we're addressing that. I am addressing that with complete seriousness now.
Oh yeah.
Like, Esme, I don't think he's possessed.
No, I think he's plagued.
Broken.
I'm going to stand
like
by
Virian.
my concerns about invading the man's mind, or regardless of how willing or unwilling for it.
I mean, it
Just
may
because-
be kinder to just look at them than to ask him to recount them. If these things
Yeah,
torment
Virian,
him.
honestly, go whole hog. I think you're gonna find a hell of a mess in there.
It won't be pleasant for you.
I'm definitely going to suggest that you let him have a drink before you do anything, though. And then Esme turns to the board to investigate it.
Before you give me any of them rolls or anyone does anything, it's half 10 dudes, which is the usual breaking point. Understood we started late. Do people want to break now anyway, or go a bit longer, or just kind of like, what's the general vibe?
I wouldn't mind 5 minutes just to get out.
We can do a short
that's
break.
yeah,
Do
I mean, like,
5 minutes.
Yeah, like you just go, like, I need to get more water anyway.
Yeah, okay, so 5 minute break.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's alright, sure, 5 minute break.
Alright.
Back in a
I need to update
Yeah,
the short
like a
rest
minute.
image. It's so out of date. I need to fix it. Rizvit has 2 eyes. Like Tenchu and Renan are still there. I need to fix this. Like Tenchu's still there. Like I gotta do a new one.
Cool. All right, guys. So, what's the plan of attack? Esme, you're investigating these walls.
Just for anything that might be of interest, and then she'll be like pottering around the room. But yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, sorry, I was yawning. I didn't want to. Yes, by all means, work away, my friend.
That's not that bad.
It's basically like an entire wall covered in like charcoaly, painty, like basically the monolith that you'd see them. But every so often, a cube of the same color appears. But there seems to be like no writing or figures. It's literally those shapes.
Okay. Esme will keep that to herself for the moment.
Yeah, cool.
But like,
Helen, as like essentially Esme's like doing that. Helen reappears with like basically just a square bottle of dark alcohol liquid with no label. And it's like, here, give him this. And she basically hands it over to Coda, I believe you're down by. Yes?
Yeah, I was near him.
Cool, yeah, so she kind of passes it to you, and she's like gesture to a box in the corner, and she's like, that arrived for him for like about like a month or more ago, and like I think it's from his brother, but he won't open it. Like he just avoids it like the plague, but gets angry if we take it out of the room. I don't know. I'm not sure if that will help or if you can convince him. Yes, Darren, hello, that is indeed me. There's me, it's typing.
like, I'm gonna question that with a hold on, where is it? With a passive insight of like 15. Can I tell if like this is? Can I tell anything about the way she's talking about this? Is this really from the brother?
She
Is this
is.
appeared under dubious circumstances?
Aren't all his brothers dead?
No, there was the one that's like out of character. There was the guy who
That
like
man
got
is
possessed by the
definitely
ghost
dead,
who
though.
went away.
Yeah, but he
Good
is
old Dick
definitely
Flinton.
not sending drink.
Yeah, he was. That was the other one. There is, yeah, she seems genuinely concerned, man. You don't pick up any malice or like ulterior motives or anything like that.
Do you know
Well,
what
I'm
she
I don't know,
wants?
maybe. She's like, just
Well, I'm
give him
looking
the
at this one.
Coda, are you giving the bottle to him or just kind of like handing
I was just
it, kind of
asking
like,
the
here you
cousin,
go?
do you know what's in that box?
It's like, no, I've always wanted to open it, but I feel bad about doing it because it's not mine. But I don't know.
Did he start
I'm
getting
kind
worse?
of the middle person.
Did he start getting worse when this arrived?
It arrived about a week after he started to get really bad. Who is the static radio friends?
I think it was Andrew.
Yeah, no, just in case someone's mic's just booking up and they're like trying to actually like say something. That's why I was like, I'd address it. This is some silent
Yeah, Andrew, if
hill
you're
shit.
speaking, it's just all static.
I'm not speaking
Oh,
at
okay,
all.
cool.
But it is you.
Your yoke keeps lighting
Yeah,
up and
but
it's static.
yeah, your mic is actually that's what I mean. I thought maybe like your mic just kind of borked and you were trying to say something. So, Esme, Coda, what are you guys doing?
I thought Varian was doing a thing.
Oh, really? I didn't hear.
I thought he was gonna. Are
Oh,
you gonna
my
check
apologies.
the thoughts?
Yeah, I was planning on like
Oh yes.
almost guided meditation while I like poke around inside his noggin.
All right, cool. Does he like again? He's gonna like resist the spell by like just cause he's in pain. But what kind of save do I have to do? I think, or do you have to beat me, or is it?
I believe it's a wisdom save, but I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
While Varian is doing that, I want to like. Is Helen still in the room?
She is indeed. She's kind of like holding
No.
a tray that the bottle was on,
Alright.
looking back and forth between everybody.
I want to
Yes?
like stealthily open the package.
Yeah, kind of like oh my gosh, this is so awful. Like make your way to the back of the crowd. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Give me essentially give me a stealth check, just so it's kind of like if you're like if. Do you mean that more as an expression? It's like I'm gonna open it on the side, or do you
No,
mean
as
like literally?
in literally
Yeah,
stealthy.
yeah, cool, awesome. Then give me that stealth check.
Darren,
Oh!
Oh boy, yes, Andrew, oh boy.
I was just gonna say that I have access to his surface thoughts for free, and it's a wisdom save to try and like probe deeper into his mind.
Okay, I'll roll his wisdom save now. The surface thoughts before you kind of like dive are kind of like he's, trying to basically recognize the people in front of him. He's like, friends. He's like, oh, that lad, and like kind of like and then every so often it's kind of like interjected with like flashes like monolith, and like more like the spooky drawings of him that he's done more so than the actual thing. He's like basically can't pin down his thoughts essentially. And I will give you that roll, and oh boy, that one is he. I mean, +8 though, that's deadly. I didn't know you had such high stealth. That's awesome.
She got double proficiency
I have
from
the
loot,
double
right?
proficiency. Yeah.
That is a 15, Virion.
That is equal to my DC, so
I always
I
say
don't
saver wins, essentially.
okay, in that case I can't get access to anything.
Well, yeah,
deeper
it's a
than
case
that.
of like when you try to like, go deeper, you're kind of like model, and you're just like, my mind is. Well, I know Virions can't be, but like, for the sake of opening, like, essentially the pathway of the spell, you kind of get like a bit of mind pokage, but like nothing, damaging or anything. It's more just like, I seem to have undone the magic of my ring for a split moment. Ugh, drats. Isadora,
Mm.
you were like, you're literally doing what Kronk does. You're like humming a theme song, and like you accidentally like like kick over a bottle, and everyone's blatantly like, "What was that?" But you're just like, just completely like, I am so incognito right now.
Oh,
But
dear.
like Helen's like, "Oh, do you think that box could help?"
If we can get into it, I mean, I think it's worth checking out. If it's from a dear family member.
Darren, what does
Yeah,
this box
no,
look
it's-
like? Is it like
it's-
a cube, or is it?
I just realized the stupidity of my design in my head when I wrote this basically situation. I pictured as literally just like a package you get from Unpost, but I was like, it doesn't work like that back then. So it's a small chest.
Like a crate or a chest?
Yeah, a crate. Yeah, a crate with like dearest Tom written on it in really nice hand. Like the penmanship is delish. But yeah, it's essentially a big wooden crate. Well, not big, kind of a small, like, footlocker sort of thing.
What's in the box? Open the box.
Yeah, can I just blatantly open the box?
You can indeed. It's a case of it's a crate, so you kind of have to, like, you know, like hinge it and just pull it up a little bit. So it's going to require a strength check to just kind of pop it open.
Okay.
And my axe.
Yeah, she's got like that's in the
Crowbars.
thesis.
Crowbars.
I
Yeah,
missed
the
a
crowbars are the
My friend, who
best.
is also a crowbar.
Does it add anything?
It gives you advantage on like
Cool.
kind of this kind of sort of thing.
Right, let's see if
Good
we can
catch.
roll another fucking one.
I believe in you, Izzy. Yeah, it's with the crowbar you kind of get it. You're kind of like, "Ugh," and you have to kind of like put, you know, like go up on your tippy toes, put all your weight onto it, and it snaps open. And you know, a bit of dust goes up in your face because like it's just kind of dusty old murky wood. And in it is a sealed letter and some sheets.
Sheets.
Yeah, like kind of sheets of parchment. There's clearly
Oh, right. I thought you meant bed sheets.
yeah, sorry, like I meant sorry, I apologize. I meant like paper sheets, like parchment. They seem to kind of like from just at first glance, they seem to have stains and are a little bit singed.
I'll hold the sealed letter to Esme.
Ooh, I like letters. Also, friends, remember the cubes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Esme points to the wall. Hey, look what's back. Surprise, bitch. Bet you thought you'd seen the last of them. God, there's more cubes in his head.
Hashtag pop culture reference.
That's it. It's like Esme's just like, there's a cube in his head. Also, I go to read this letter. She just cuts it open.
Well, it's like I'll send it to you through a FASA book.
Fat book. Ooh, can anybody like? Esme like sneaks over, but she doesn't sneak. She just like waddles over towards Isadora. It's like, can you like read things? No, you can't. Oh God, that was really offensive.
That was insensitive as fuck, Esme.
That was not the.
Exactly why I handed it to you!
But that was not the tone. That was not what I meant. I literally.
You've been teaching me how to read!
I know, but I full on meant that like you have the spell to like see invisible writing on like on pages because I full on believe that's what's there.
I
And
like
was
how you
what's the point in
communicated that
asking me to
very
do that?
complex thing of just being like, "Can you read?"
Well, I hadn't finished saying it. It was just like, "Can you read?" I was like, "No, wait. Of course you can't." So there's no point in continuing this. But equally, Isadora.
That was sent
what
to
if
you there
they're
now,
invisible?
yeah.
Oh, cute. Oh, don't do it.
On the subject of the cubes, there should still be 2 of them floating around, based on what we know.
What?
Yes, but we know there was 3 in the future.
No, there was 1 here in the present that we took to the future, and 2 in the future.
Well, what if
And the one that we took was destroyed, so there should still be 2 left in the present.
Esme directs the party to the statement from the lunatic earlier of one of many, and also basically just says, "What if they're just monoliths? What if they're just small parts of the monoliths?" So there's potentially.
And here we have the baby monolith.
No, but that's it. Like I full on believe that they might be baby monoliths.
And for your everyday Lich on the go, we have your pocket monolith.
Yeah, like I would full want a pocket monolith. Apocalypse. Ooh, that's like saying apocalypse, but with a lisp. Apocalypse. I need to read this letter.
If we give Tom some of the liquor, will he calm down a bit?
Yeah, essentially when like the bottle's over to him, he snatches it and he's kind of like, you know, like inhaling it essentially. But as he kind of goes, you can hear his breathing starts to kind of like, you know, slow. It's kind of like, like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's like not completely calm, but calmer than it was. Coda, you are flailing.
Yeah, probably. I mean, usually. Her name
What?
is here. Loriet
What name?
Amalgard.
Oh god.
Say again? I go over to him. What list?
It's a list of names. There's blood on it. Some of them are burned. But that's her name, isn't it? Loriet Amalgard.
Can you put that in chat? Is it
Yeah, 1 second.
Amalgard or Emelgard? Amalgard.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay, Laura. Just do my job.
Her name's so nice, we posted it twice.
Exactly. She's a literal lich. So nice. Nice.
Are there many sheets of parchment, Darren?
There seems to be 2. They are of high quality. The ink, like the penmanship, is nice. It's going alphabetically. This list of names. It almost seems like it's part of a table, but the sides of the sheet are either stained in dried blood or singed quite heavily. But it's like Loriet, Amalgard, like Veltaire, Amalgard, Lorlean, Amalgard, and there's basically where names would be underneath them are kind of singed off, and before them is like a name it's essentially going in alphabetical order, which I don't have a list of the other names, but essentially it's like seems to be a roll call, maybe. It seems to be like a list of names going in alphabetical order, and by surname.
Does it have anything else on it? Is it just names?
Yeah, it seems to be what roll call, and the second sheet is the same, but the second sheet says like page like 56 in the corner. And it's just another list of names, but it's kind of like it's like page 2.
What is the other page? 55?
Essentially, like you can see, it's kind of worn toward the corner, but you can just about make out the 55. But these sheets did come with another piece of paper that. Have you read it?
I'm reading it. I just need to send you a message to quit.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. On Facebook or Roll20.
Actually, I was about to set it on Roll20, but I might just set it on Facebook. I just finished it.
Rizbit, what are you doing? Exactly. Yeah, essentially, like I was about to say variant for some reason. Tom Flinton is essentially curled up in a corner, like looking at everyone, kind of like just nursing his bottle, kind of like not as like you know crazy eye movements, and you can kind of hear his heavy breath is a bit more like.
He didn't react when we opened the crate.
He did. His eyes have kind of locked on Esme, and he's kind of like hasn't really like shifted from that view. That's why kind of like the eyes kind of darting everywhere. It's kind of like pinpointed.
What's Tom's brother's name?
Dick.
Dick was the one who didn't get turned to snow.
No, Harry died. It was only Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Oh, that's right. It was.
This is good. This is a lead. This is something.
Just
Yeah,
you hold on. I gotta tell you, don't know how much of a lead this is.
What does the letter say?
Just hold on till I finish getting.
Hold on to your butts.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, my tap water tastes disgusting. Izzy, what are you doing now that you've your stealthing attacks have been failed or stealthing?
As soon as Coda started talking, I went over to him and I started.
Oh yeah,
kind of. But obviously, I'm not as well versed, so I'm waiting for him to point out that I'm waiting for Esme to finish. Because as it's been established, I can't read.
Alas, Coda, what are these?
Yes, and now I'm waiting for Esme with bated breath.
Yeah, I feel like we're all just watching Esme.
Esme's eyes are betraying fully the nature of the letter, but I'm just not going to tell you what the nature of the letter is. So you just have to imagine what you think her eyebrows are.
Let's play a game of everyone sits silently imagining Esme's eyebrows for the rest of the game. Come on, Neil, don't keep us in suspense.
This just hold on.
That's literally all we're doing.
Esme basically like looks up and she looks at Tom. She says, "Do you know the contents of this letter?" And she just kind of
He's,
gets
like,
down.
shaking his
She
head.
gets down beside him. And are you afraid of the contents of this letter?
No, never read it. Don't, no, just make it stop. No.
Okay. Well, friends, Richard is in Olray. The names that you are listing off are obviously the lineage of Lady Loriet. And we know where he believes she has stored her... There's a word for it. It's in that
Phylactery?
book. How do you know that word? My
It's a
God.
lich word.
It is a lich word. I just couldn't think of it. We know
Lots of
where
things wrong with phylactery.
Baseball factory.
Stop. It's in a
Shoe
place
factory.
It's in a place called Nullheim. Richard was investigating. This is all his. He wants to make copies, so I think we should do that just in case. I can't tell Tom to do what his brother has suggested, but Richard has suggested that the Flinton fortune be used to put together some kind of force to finish this woman off. But the problem remains that we can't, he can't help with the dreams. And Esme just looks at Tom and she's just like, I wish I could tell you he could help with the dreams, but he says he can't. So she just kind of holds the page out. She's just like, there is an answer to a question I didn't realize that we were asking, but I thought we weren't going to continue to question. But there it is.
Where is this?
Nullheim.
I've never heard of it.
Apparently, it's across the sea. That's. Hold on, I'll just get the exact wording.
Darren,
of
could I
it.
roll history on that place?
Sure.
Hold on. I have tracked this woman's lineage across the ocean to Nullheim. She is the daughter of a newly forgotten about lord, whose manor resides in the icy hills of this land. What better place to hide one's heart, one's true weakness, than in a forgotten castle surrounded by icy mountains and hellish monsters that circle such places?
Yeah, Coda, you've heard the name, but you can't like kind of pinpoint. It's this specific place.
This is it, right? This is how we destroy her.
I don't think this would.
Helen's
destroy-
like, who are you
It would weaken.
talking about? Who are we destroying? What's going on?
The stuff that your brother is dreaming about is very real. Many other people
That's
have dreamt
hauntingly
similar
terrifying.
dreams. Oh, you have no idea. But this is how we weaken her at the very least. It means that if we destroy her, if I understand it correctly, if we destroy it, destroying her will finish her totally. This won't mean that we don't have to fight her ourselves. It just means that
She can't
we
come
know
back.
how to mean she can't come back. Yeah, exactly. Why did... I don't know why she made herself a leech.
Does that matter? She is.
There's still a lot of questions, but this is good.
Being so far away, her powers reflect the land she's from, apparently. She's always relied on, like, frost. To use one's home as the location of their heart is very much a choice. One wouldn't hide themselves away if they didn't want to be part of their family, if they didn't want to be from that place. I'm sure it's not that important now, but to hide oneself at home is a very interesting choice, in my
Do you
opinion.
think she still has successes defending her phylactery?
I don't think she has successors in that regard. She doesn't look well, actually. She's an elf, isn't she?
Yes. Well, maybe like not 100% elf, but she definitely has like elf-like features.
Essentially, but she's not like she's got that elf trait where like her age is not discernible by the state of her face.
Yeah,
or
essentially,
like
yeah. Like definitely
It's
being a
a-
lich kind of adds a few like unique characteristics, but like it's you get the general vibe of elfiness on it.
But it's the case of we can make the statement that it probably isn't easy to become a lich. It probably doesn't take 2 days. It probably takes a few years of study to get it correct. So maybe there are other Amalgards, did you say? There could be more of them. But equally, if there isn't, then who knows?
To be honest, I mean, like, I hate to praise her, but it's fucking clever. Hide your heart somewhere across the sea and then invade somewhere completely different, you know? I mean, who would look for it here? Nobody.
No, of course.
Like, if we didn't have this, we wouldn't even have any idea.
Darren,
Yes,
a question.
I will try to provide an answer.
Did we ever find out what the name of the spirit that possessed Dick Flinton
We
was?
did, and I can't remember.
It begins with an A. My
It
gut
was
says an
something
A.
like
I don't have the notes.
Alphonse or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it was Alphonse. It was
It was
Alphonse.
Alphonse?
Yeah, fair play on that fucking remembering, dude.
No,
But yes, it was Alphonse. I remember it being Alphonse.
I'm just
sure
consulting
it's-
my wall.
I'm sure it's probably not that important.
It was definitely
right now,
Pepe
but it's
Sylvia.
something to consider because I can't remember why he was fighting Loriet, but he was very much anti-Loriet. So there's something
Hmm.
Alphonse
It's
the
firmly
Ghost.
in the anti-Loriet camp.
Yeah.
Essentially, well, okay. So the first thing Esme does is she turns to Viri and she says, "How much is it going to cost for me to buy that ring off you, or to convince you to give that ring to him?"
I will not require much convincing. It does seem that he is a very tortured soul. I
Fairly certain that if he gets to wear that, he might be spared some of the worst part of the dreams. I don't think he's going to be much use for us, but it's a mercy.
Even if we can ease his dreams, if we can get him back to normal, then he can read his brother's letter and maybe he can help to amass a force to send to this place and help us.
I believe.
well,
I believe
I will give him the ring now, and we can let him rest, and then we can come back after we've dealt with some other business to see if it's had any effect.
That's fair. No, it's essentially just this seems to be the best way to kind of help that man get back to some kind of semblance of health. And the worst, like we can. I would be fully willing to brave the mage for the potential of buying another one. So, like, we'll do whatever, but equally, with respect, Virion, I think he's
Virion puts the ring onto his finger.
Yeah, his kind of like, wide-eyed, kind of like big bushy eyebrows, kind of like slowly like start to grow heavy, like if he's tired, like he's finally gotten like, just a breather kind of thing, like he's managed to kind of just be like, oh boy.
Esme asks Helen for parchment and ink and a quill, and she basically just, as long as Helen is willing, she'll just go and copy off a version of basically copying off the information that is on all of those pages to leave the originals with Tom, but to ensure we have a copy of them. So,
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's solid. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a good. I can help. Like runs off to kind of get like a calligraphy sentence.
Yeah. So, hands up, who thinks we're the people who are going to get saddled with this? I'm not saying that I don't want it, but equally I'm going to. It'll be very interesting to see how much of the Flinton family fortune ends up in our coffers if we survive.
Yeah, after about like maybe 5-10 minutes, like she kind of returns like, sorry it took so long. It's just I haven't it's been crazy. Here you go. And she basically passes what essentially like Esme asked.
Helen?
Yes?
we've done something that we think might help ease his mind a bit, but we're not 100% certain yet. What we're going to do is we're going to leave him for a little while just to see if it works. Is that alright?
Like, yeah, no, that's fine. He's like, he seems to be kind of regaining himself in the corner there, like already. But yeah, maybe some time will, like, kind of, he might be a bit more talkative then.
I'm just sorry we can't do more right now.
No, you guys have done much more. Like, I've literally been got nothing but con men who have, like, put this necklace on, it would put up to sleep, and then, like, a few days later, it would break, and I would have paid them, and it would have already left by then. It was awful. Esme, what be you doing, mate?
Like, I'm very of the opinion that, like, we've done all we can do here for now, and we should call back soon.
I guess just leave him a letter, maybe, and then if he, like, is feeling himself, he can contact us as well.
I'm sure, like, no, like, I feel like we should actively return here at some point.
Yeah,
in the
no,
near
definitely.
future.
I want to check up on this. This is big.
But we'll just leave, like, we'll basically say it to Helen, where it's just like, hi, if you need anything, like, we'll pop back in a few, like, maybe that would be really cool. She basically, Esme just says to Helen, it's like, look, we'll be back, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday and for the rest of your life.
And all the
we'll
balls and all the war.
We'll come back, we'll bring some food, we'll bring some, like, we'll bring some supplies for you anyway. Check on him and see if he's okay. And if he wakes up and he asks where we're gone, just tell him we're doing some other work and we'll be back soon.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Is there anything you need? And she does that whole thing of, like, is there anything we can do to help you?
Yeah.
Like, in the next few minutes or whatever, we will return with that. Like, basically, if she says that there's something she needs in the next 15 minutes, Esme will willingly go and do that quickly.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, she's like, no, I'm fine. Like, you've done plenty. I'm grand. I'm just gonna go get, like, a breather and open up the front of the shop again, and give Tom a few little while to kind of, like, regain himself.
Grand.
I hope this helps.
All we can do is wait and see.
Right.
Well, I don't think he's going to be asking for that rent money anytime soon.
Yeah, I think you're okay, Coda.
I'll still pay him when he gets his mind back.
That's fair. Equally.
The quest could be called "Where Is My Mind?" but instead of "Where Is Mine?" Because you definitely passed the mine shaft on the way downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Stretch of a joke, but we landed
I like it. I'm into it. It's fine.
So you guys are kind of, like, in front of, like, the Flinton shop, unless you guys still want to remain inside and do stuff.
I'd like to leave because we've done.
Yeah, like, it's a case of, like, you guys are in front of the shop. What's on the agenda, friends?
Coda, do you want to go and see your parents?
I wouldn't mind. I'm just trying to think if it would be safer to do it now or later. I don't know.
It's
It'll
the middle
never
of the
be
day.
safe.
We're going into a shop to buy things. It's fine.
Let's go. We'll go and see his parents. So we have to go into the rich district, yeah?
We're already in
You
the
guys are
district.
in
the
the
Flintons
district.
are in
Oh,
they're really
yeah,
nearby
yeah.
to our shop.
Yeah, you guys basically, again, follow streets you're well acquainted with by this stage, and before you is the Darrow Emporium.
Virian, this is Coda's parents' house.
And
And
why
shop.
are you worried about going into your own shop?
Because we're being watched.
He has
Also,
a
he gave
complex.
us-
Eyes everywhere.
He also gave us
There's a literal tower behind you guys.
Is there one like
The
right
code
nearby?
is- My alt key is, like, really wonky. The place
Yeah, I don't think we're
that I've always had in my-
No, wait, didn't you, like, climb into a vent in my parents' house before?
you
was that
did indeed,
Tenchu?
literally did. No, Oh wait,
That would have been Tenshu. I think that was Tenshu.
that was Tenshu. Yeah, that was Tenshu because he was like picking up things, being like,
Yeah,
what is
he was. Yeah, what's this?
Um,
What's this?
But yeah, essentially, like Coda's parents' shop was kind of like in a small square, kind of like a little mini. Like, you want some specific mechanical doohickey majiggers? This area is for you. But right smack in the center, that basically this thing has a 360 view. It's 360 degree view of the area, and in turn can see the shop perfectly. Is one of like Icom's towers.
I think we
Virion
should
like,
just walk in.
loudly shouts at the tower, like, "Oh look, a shop in which I can buy mechanical doohickeys. I will go in here as a normal consumer." And then he like winks at Coda.
Come, Coda, let us get our explosives for our nonchalant use. Wink, wink.
Let us buy
Yeah.
our legal fireworks.
Very smooth. You've thrown them off entirely.
Hello,
So,
in-laws.
yes,
Hello, in-laws. Yeah, we go into the shop.
behind the counter, kind of like just like chilling, like, you know, reading through the latest issue of Yuria Engineer Volume 10, is I never remember how to pronounce his mom's name.
Lenina.
Laura, will you assist? Lelina, there we go. Thank you. Lelina Darrow, aka Coda's mumsy. She's like, yeah, oh my gosh, and, like, you know, flings up the counter and, you know, kind of running hugs Coda. It's like, oh, it's been so long. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is, oh my god.
Hello, mother.
It's like, it's been too long. I couldn't send letters. Your brother was all like, oh, we're under, like, you know, lock and key, and it's, oh my, oh, it's good to see you.
Slow down, what?
Oh, yeah, no, apparently, like, your brother Kathe, he was like, oh, because of the new, like, ICM business, we couldn't send letters, or it wasn't safe to. I don't know. It was very, very scary. I don't know. But I'm glad you're safe. I was terrified when I heard what happened to Dagdom. You weren't in that, were you?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Like everyone's
Like
half
your
nodding
mother.
and shaking their head. It's like,
Hi,
oh,
already.
well, at least you're safe. At least you're safe. Like, you know, hugs and kisses. That kind of like, you know, like a
It was fine. We
pecking
weren't
machine
directly
gun.
involved. Everything was fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, we
Everything's
were.
fine. Esme, no.
Hi, Mrs. Darrow.
She's like,
Here,
I'm getting
Mrs. Darrow,
nicknamed.
long story short, your son is like a hero of like the lay people. He's real deadly and he needs to cop on. You should be like real happy about the fact that your son may look like a red arse devil, but is actually like super cool and on the good side. Just saying. He's also a known hero of Ishaelan. Did you hear about Ishaelan? It was this giant outbreak of weird pus. And then he helped us there. He created like a grenade. Well, we don't know it was a grenade. He created an exploding ball. And then and then we went to Dagdom and he was like super cool. He was very putting others before himself. And he was all over it. And we're all heroes. But especially him.
Like, oh, as I live and breathe my baby boy, I'll grow up and off destroying people.
She's exaggerating wildly. But thank you, Esme.
I mean, I'm fully proud of all the things I did, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. So equally, what are you talking about?
Yes, like, listen here, Coda. I'm way more humble about our amazing achievements than you are. Yeah, she, like, when Risbet's like, hello, I'm Risbet, she's like, oh, good day, I'm, you know, Coda's mum. Pats him on the head. And she's like, and you are, and gestures to Virion.
My name is Virion Morelli. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And pleasure's all mine. She's like, you know, at the sound of a very, like, what she would consider an exotic name, she's kind of like, you know, courtesy, like, good day. And she's like, your father's out now. What's this for?
Yuria Weekly.
She's like, oh yeah, your father and your brother are out working with the hand at the moment, a new shipment. Your brother's handling the paperwork, your father's bringing over the pieces. It's all very, oh boy, the money's great, but it has been a non-stop roller coaster.
Well, things have been alright. There's been no major issues with this new regime.
No boogeymen have kicked in the front door, if that's what you're asking. Not again, at least.
You're taking this in your stride very well.
Well, like, hey, worrying and cowering over the future got me nowhere, you know what I mean?
Worrying and cowering is 90% of what I do, so I don't...
Yes, but you did save that one city, and apparently, indirectly, but definitely weren't involved, saved another, so it seems to work.
We've saved like 2 cities and a town at this point.
Yeah, we improved race relations in a town at one stage. It was impressive.
It was
like,
great!
we got people to overcome their own, like... It's a diss word.
Prejudices, maybe?
Prejudices. There's a word like prejudice. Like
Prejudice.
but yeah, it's like we got people to overcome their prejudices. Discriminations is also, I think that's what I was talking about. But that doesn't work in that sense. Anyway, yeah, Coda's been pretty great.
Oh, yes, no, I'm very proud. Gives him a big old hug.
Definitely should be.
I was really expecting you to just list all of my flaws, Esme. I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, well, I'm just real bored with you listing all of your flaws.
Yeah, you did that well enough by yourself.
It's really like, I feel like you need to get over that. So that's her mother saying that,
Is she just high-fiving Izzy, like, behind my back? Just like, yeah, get him!
Yeah!
Get him, Coda. Whatever.
She's like, looks like we don't have to cook the roast for dinner.
Just like, no, look, I'm just very aware of all of the stuff that we've done. I feel like we should just be proud of ourselves.
Exactly. Be proud of your, inventions and achievements. Kind of glares at Coda. She's like, so is this just a social call, or do you need something like, forged? And she like whips up her hammer kind of thing. Totes, you say?
What?
To shreds, you say? Risbeth said totes to the forging.
Can we think of anything small to buy to make it look like we bought things?
I mostly just wanted to make sure that everything was alright. It's been a long time.
Pick up some mechanical parts.
I'll restock while I'm here.
Okay, so Virian, when we leave, say loudly to ICM, thank you for allowing us to restock. Good plan. So is anyone else put off by the fact that Coda's mother is definitely like a warforged? I love ICM.
I, for one, welcome our towering overlord.
So, out of character, I'm fully off by the fact that she's definitely like in with the crowds, in with the darkness.
Yeah, she like gets to be like a full-time gossip now, just like leans out her window, being like, "I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you."
Oh my god, she's like women in the Red Scare. Oh my god, that's even funnier because Coda is now a tiefling. I'm reporting on my son. He's literally red. It's like, oh Christ.
Well, no, yeah. This whole new tower business is scary, but nothing's awful happened yet, so I don't know. I'm just taking it day by day.
Literally questioned with black bags over your heads. I'd call that pretty
I
terrible.
know. It's pretty, but it's over. It's done with. They didn't want anything after we, they began to believe our story of, having nothing to do with anything.
What
They
were
finally let us
asking you
go
about? Was it just the resistance?
Yeah, it's like, has anyone been acting differently or trying to get us to go to weird meetings or anything like that kind of thing? Who's been talking about how much they hate the Queen or anything like that? Basically asking us to, like, essentially tattletale on our friends and neighbours. And what we convince them that all we do here is, lead a workman's life, you 9 to 5, and your family or friends and even that kind of thing. Rinse, repeat. They eventually came around and saw that that's the case, and we haven't heard from them since, thankfully.
Neil, no.
brilliant.
They haven't been asking about us, have they?
God damn
No,
it.
no, like no. I'm
Just
glad you asked
reveal
that
the fact that-
question.
Take
It's like
out
no,
the 12 days.
no, honey, they haven't. They haven't mentioned anyone by name. They just asked why you weren't in the city. I said, like, taking a gap year, seeing the world. You haven't been home for a while. I'm fairly sure they believed me. Like, they haven't came up asking any other questions. And she's like, "Oh gosh, do you like? What's the story with your ID? Are you like? Did you I know you say you use Coda, but you're also Icarus. So like, did I know
He's
you're
under
Icarus,
my-
Darrow?
No,
Oh!
I don't. He's under mine.
Yes, we're here on Esme's.
That's yeah, you guys. That's brave of you to be collateral, Esme.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that the fact that people are lying about their identity doesn't bite me in the arse. But I'm sure we'll be
I mean,
fine.
it should only bite you in the ass should you get caught.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's
definitely.
not like we're up to
like,
anything bad, Mrs. Darrow.
this is our. We're great at not getting caught. It's pretty good. Like,
Especially on the first night back in this this completely fascist and dystopian hell.
yeah.
We didn't break
like,
into any
No,
shops.
we did a great job not getting caught then.
Mission
That's
Impossible
it.
theme song starts playing.
the Kronk songs.
Oh god.
But,
He's like, well, you kids like need to as well if you're on Esme's like as collateral, you guys got to keep your noses clean. After actually, where are you guys staying? Do you guys need to stay somewhere? I know the curfew thing's pretty strict.
we're saying that we're staying in my old family home, but we've also been staying with other friends. Just to kind of, we're only in like today. This is our first day here.
Oh, okay. Oh,
we stayed
wow,
with
okay. You're only
other
here.
friends last night, and I think we will continue to stay there. But
Well, that's good. Well, don't tell me. Just plausible deniability is.
that's the way to be. Like, we're going back to
Yeah.
my house after this, so you know
Wink,
we're
wink.
gone if anyone ever asks. No, like we're
Yeah,
fully
no,
going
that's
back to
yeah.
my house.
That's fair.
Well, my parents' house. God, what a thing. Esme has a crisis over in the corner. I'm going to have to stab my father, haven't I?
Father, where is your god now, priest?
That's fighting your sisters.
So, guys, Coda,
Yeah.
anything specific you wish to say or do, or want to switch in music, man,
Your
or something?
mother.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Mother, would you let Kit know that I want to speak to him?
Of course, dear. Of course, I'm sure we could set up I'll get his roster off and we can organize like a day when he's in the shop. But it should be no problem. I'll
I don't
see
know how
him.
it's going to go. I mean,
It'll be fine,
it's been
dear.
a year.
It has, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
I just
Sorry,
think
I realized I said that really weirdly because I was reading that out of
It's
character
cool.
thing. I was like, "Will you tell him that I owe?" Oh. It's like, no, it'll be fine, dear. Don't be fretting. It'll be fine.
I just feel it's better to, not let it go another year without.
Better to tell
informing
your
him.
mommy first.
Fair. It's fair. Solid fair. It'll be fine. I'll call back either this evening if you want to catch him eating his dinner, or if you prefer to organize a meeting.
I'd rather
Call
we
back
not
tomorrow
have any
and
sharp objects nearby.
Okay, then we'll organize a meeting in a public place if you're that worried. But yeah, no, it'll be fine. Just call back and we'll organize a date, essentially.
You don't think his ties to the hand are going to be a problem?
I'm pretty sure he's still allowed to go have lunch with family members. I can't see the hand,
I mean,
giving
his
out that,
loyalties.
I mean, if his loyalties were in question, he wouldn't have came back out of that room with the black bags over his head. So.
I didn't mean to them.
Well, I don't know anything, if that's what you're asking. So, if he has ties to other places, they are unknown to me.
I just mean he's not going to turn me in, is he?
What? No, why would he? My
Yeah,
gosh,
that's-
dear.
wow.
Yeah, you had a little falling out over silly thing. That's all it is. He's not going to turn you into the goddamn thought police over that.
I don't know. A year is a long time for negative thoughts to fester.
Yes, I can see that. Your brother's a goddamn businessman, Icarus. He's not the head of the secret police. You'll be fine.
Yes, the head of the secret police.
That's something the head of the secret police would say. Your move, Daryl.
I stand by. This woman is definitely a workforce. I don't trust her.
My responses are limited. You have to ask the right questions.
Oh God.
If we're doing
Outlook
this shit,
not
I'm
so
out.
good.
Huh?
Is that Ian?
If we're doing that shit of like, you gotta ask more sort of questions. My response is limited. Or just be like, "Fuck you, I'm out."
Fuck you, Mike.
My sword is my question, motherfucker. So, guys. Oh, Coda, sorry, do
No,
anything else you want to say?
I
Or
guess I'm done.
what's the next on the checklist, friends?
His house.
Let's, like, the way I imagine it, it shouldn't be that far away. Well, actually, no, because that was Coda's old house. But
Yeah, but
probably
this is in the Rich
somewhere,
District. Esme's in the Rich District, right?
somewhere, like, probably closer to the mechanist side of things. But, like, just, wander around towards there, see if it looks old, decrepit, and dusty.
Ooh, sorry, quick question just as we're walking. Because I know I'm gonna forget about this because I forgot about this for approximately 2 months and I keep forgetting and I have to do it now. I'm gonna, like, take out the cipher that I got, like, months ago and show it to Esme and just say, you don't know anything about codes, do you?
I mean, I can give it a fair whack. Where did you
What's
get
this?
it? What is it?
I received this a long time ago. It was left at my family home. It's addressed to me. It's in a cipher and I can't read it. And it arrived not long before the whole Dagnum thing happened and it just slipped my mind and I don't know.
It says be sure to drink the milk before it goes bad.
Oh, stop.
But it has my initials, my real initials, and it was left at my family's home. It's just curious.
May I see it?
Yeah, I handed it to
Darren, this isn't something that I sent many moons ago.
It's
her.
like,
Probably is.
Coda, you're a nerd. Love Esme.
Yeah, I just feel like it could be, and I just haven't.
No, it's just kind of like a well-aged and worn piece of parchment with odd symbols kind of written out that they look like they're in the a sentence format. There's clearly full stops and commas kind of thing. But you just from first glance, you do not know these symbols.
They're not that familiar to me, but if you leave it with me, I might be able to have another look in, when I go and talk to the nasty boys, I might be able to have a look and see if there's anything to be actually done with this.
Yes, I was thinking maybe they might know.
They're clever clogs. Equally, if I actually sit down and read it, or try to read it, I might be able to discern one or two of them. Because off the cuff, it doesn't seem to be anything I recognise. But
I mean, I'm clearly terrible with this because last time I thought something was a code, it was just mirror writing, so I'm useless. I just thought maybe you'd know.
One second. Goddamn cereal bars are crunchy. Anyway, Esme says, no, it's not mirror writing anyway, because it is symbols. But no, we'll have a look at some point in the very near future. Unless there's some magical way to discern codes.
I just feel like whoever left it must be in Yuria, so while we're here, if I can figure out what this says, I might be able to contact them.
When you go to meet with your brother or your mother, we should ask her if she's had any more dreams since the last time she said she had dreams.
Yes.
Because I'm
Well,
probably going to have to ask Richmond or Raymond, whichever
they were
one
having
was.
them as well, yes.
Yeah, they said they were.
Well, no one here seems too harmed by it other than Tom.
Well, yeah, but that's because Tom is crazy. I believe the term is Crazy Town Banana Pants. Yeah. So down. Do we approach the Resident Evil style manner of the Esme?
Of the
I'm
Nyla.
picturing
Of the
the
Nyla.
proper, like, cliche, like, haunted house on the hill, like,
Yeah,
big old
the house that
manor.
none of the kids will go near.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
the big iron fence, like, wrought iron gate, and...
There's like clouds and a thunderstorm, but it's just
Yeah,
over
like,
there.
bats and stuff, yeah. Spider webs
like-
everywhere.
And the gates are extra squeaky when you open them. And
Mon-
you hear a werewolf howl.
Monstrous gargoyles just like on the front. It's like, why?
That's
is it
exactly
like-
what I'm picturing.
The doorbell is like.
Literally, I feel like if you imagine any Scooby Doo house.
That's
You're
what I'm...
pretty
Yeah, that's
there,
it. That's where I
yeah.
am, mentally.
Oh god. Darren, does this place look like it's been, approached at all in the last?
Yeah, like it looks basically like the Scooby-Doo manor that we discussed in great detail. But yeah, it clear like the gardens have clearly been tended to. It's not like
Ooh.
a shack. It's still a-okay.
Fine. Esme will just go up and knock on the door. It's like, well, this is going one way or the other. So let's hope no one's home. She just knocks.
Pat her on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's like douche, douche, douche. The door after about a minute, the door opens. Esme would the Nylos have had like butlers? Or would have, yeah, okay,
They
no,
would
that's
have
good.
like, so the way the house worked, the way I imagined it, and I apologize because I probably definitely should have given you like
No, it's
a more detailed rundown on it. But it's like do whatever you want with it essentially. But the whole thing was that was the house that they would like entertain the Yurian guests in because they wouldn't fucking bring them to the Feywild. So
we have to entertain the mundane. I didn't drink any.
but it's that's literally the whole point of it. But that would mean that they need someone to like stay in the house when like no one else was staying in the house. Do you know, kind of like basically they have a caretaker who live. We have an Alfred.
Yeah. Well, this chap will be called Jeremy.
That's
Alfred's too on the nose, but it's Jeremy. It's Jeremy the butler. But yeah, the door opens and you see a elven man that, for some reason, has Jeremy in his name. Answers the door and he's like, "Oh, like Esme." It's
Oh
been
my
a while
god,
since we-
Jeremy!
It's been a
You're still
while
alive.
since you've graced our presence, Madame.
Esme just kind of like sticks her head really, really like she kind of like if she can, she just pulls the door a little bit further close. It's like, I already have my family here.
It's like only your father. He's been in town on business.
But is he in the house right now?
I believe so. Would you like me to fetch him?
Ah! No, I believe I'll go to his office.
Can we come with? I want to see this.
Yeah. No. Oh,
You are
God.
essentially led through like the most exotic of mansions, like marble floor, like perfectly polished. You can see like it's basically like a mirror. It's that goddamn clean. Marble staircase. There's paintings depicting the Feywild, and like when you walk past the paintings, you get like fresh scent of flowers and herbs.
There's
And
just
at the
this
end of this
pretty,
really
like-
long hallway is like a super intricate, like dramatic double doors.
Yeah.
And like as you like, for some reason it's definitely not happening, but for hashtag reasons, like the hallway's kind of getting longer as you walk. Just like dush dush. Like Jeremy is kind of like the master's or the Lord's study kind of thing, like and gestures towards the door. And Esme, the
If
two
you go
being,
in and tell him that I'm here, just in case.
you can see the flash of like, oh god, no, why me? But it's immediately like, just sure, yeah.
Hey, look, if you don't want to, it's okay. I understand that this isn't going to be fun, but equally, like, I can do. No, it's fine. I can do it, Jeremy. You
He's
do me a
like
favor
very
and make
well,
your-
lady. Like slowly walks away, but like when he's kind of like what he assumed would be eye shot, you can just hear him run.
He's just like, yeah, he was. He's just like, Jeremy, a stiff drink if you don't mind.
He's like, for the both of us, madam.
Yes, please. Oh, why is he? I feel like I knew
Hey,
this was gonna
okay,
happen.
like, before you go in, like, what's the game plan? What are you actually gonna say? You know?
See, the whole point was that we just needed to be seen to actually go here for the purposes of, like,
Oh my god.
for the purposes of not getting picked up and being said, it's like, oh, you said you were staying in the Esme Nighto house, but like, yes, I'll introduce everyone in a minute after he throws the glass at me.
Esme,
But-
all right, we need to be seen to come here, but do we have to talk to your father?
Yeah, let's just
because I haven't
go
talked
get
to
your
him.
Man
butler.
is terrifying.
Have a drink.
It's like, I like to think he's on the other side of the door, being like, "They're all idiots."
But I feel like
he's
he's the
behind
other
me,
side of
isn't
the
he?
door.
No, I'm in front of you.
He's the other side of the door with like the other sister, the one who's like his pet, and they're just talking. He's like, no, I don't want to see her either. It's like, yeah, no, but no one wants to see each other right now. But I just like this idea that like right just to the right hand side is this like huge portrait of the three girls just sitting on a couch, and then the two parents behind it, and the son between the two parents. It's like,
I can see this so
Pretty.
clearly.
yeah, I know exactly what that looks like. Christ, hold on one second. Quick, somebody vamp.
Somebody vape to pass the time.
I'd like to invent a vape, Darren.
You lose 4 levels.
Just trying to remember, where did I put?
What you looking for now?
I tried to remember the name of her brother, and I just can't remember what it was.
Oh, 1 second, I have it here. It is Quentin
Quentin, yeah. Quint. Oh yeah.
Tarantino.
How did I remember that? Oh, it's on the wall, probably.
Probably.
Anyway, Esme just like knocks and then opens the door. She's just like, "Hi, Dad."
It's like the prodigal daughter returns.
Yes, I suppose I do. Here, these are my friends.
A very tall 6'5", like slim, but a slim frame, but clearly toned. He's not a noodle. Essentially, guys,
Oh God!
in my head, it's always been Jason Isaacs. So basically, is it Jason Isaacs? Your man who
Yeah.
played Lucius Malfoy?
Yeah,
Ah.
I know. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So basically,
That makes sense.
like an elf-eared, silver-skinned Lucius Malfoy.
That makes pretty much sense. It's like,
This means
Hi.
you Draco.
He's oh my god. He's
oh,
like,
that's sad.
to
We're all
what do I
different.
owe this lovely visit?
You can say it,
Okay,
Dad. You can say, to what do I owe the pleasure of seeing my favorite daughter? Go on. I think you can say it. So,
Ran out of getting attention from these folks, is it, Esme? Came crawling home for a top-up.
you're not wrong.
I like to think he walks over and gives her like a handkerchief, and it's like, it's okay, they have aloe vera in them for those birds. Like turns away so quick, he kind of slaps her with his hair. Like boom.
Esme is just like, out of character, Esme just like curls up into a ball. It's like, oh, he's so much worse than me. Okay.
The letters were tolerable, but his person, he's a
Yeah.
nightmare.
She just says, it's like, so, and she just goes down the line. It's like, Isadora, Risbit, Coda, Virian. And she points up to the bird. It's like, Virian. It's like, these are my friends. Friends, this is my father.
Hello, Mr. Nyla.
It's
Yeah.
Elias, but you may refer to me as Mr. Nine.
It's like, Mr. Nilo, can I call you Elias? Like, you can call me Mr. Nilo.
It's like, Esme, please, this is a business meeting.
Yeah,
There is no emotion in this.
just as I just said, it's like, I had to say my name. I had to say our name to get in to the city because this whole
I'm
new
well
thing.
aware. Just
Of
stick
course you
father's
are,
name.
father.
Yes, stick father's name on the bill. One more for the pile.
What
Daddy, we want your credit card.
build for me? Like, I'm not Celeste. I'm equally not Tessa. I literally left to make my own money, and Esme just like shakes the bag of money. It's like, it's here. Like my
Shit.
savings are all.
Shit's cash, Dad.
That's it. Like I don't deal in paper money. I got gold. She's like, no, I had to do that because that seemed to be the only way to get into this city. You're here on business. How's that?
You know,
She
Bill's
just
running
turns
off-road.
back out the door. It's like, Jeremy, the drinks.
He like Roadrunners, like meow, like you know, his legs are just like a loop, and he's like, "Your drink, madam."
She doesn't even look at him. She just catches. It's like, thank you, Jeremy. She just like moves further into the office. I just like to believe she hasn't even moved from the door yet. She just
Father's
kind of
just
comes
like,
in.
"Oh, drinking in the morning, Esme."
It's
New
like,
habits
"Dad."
picked up from the road.
I mean, you know, when you haven't seen your father in as long, and you're convinced that he has something to do with the continued enslavement of an entire race of people, maybe a brandy isn't the worst thing in the morning.
Oh, come now, Esme. You can't possibly be here just to complain in my ear yet again.
Well, not strictly that. Equally, I came to just have a place to hide out because I didn't want them searching other places that, like, you know, love you. It's like, I equally just didn't want to get caught, like, bringing my friend somewhere else when we want to stay, like, somewhere else. But we had to make it look like, here, I honestly hoped that no one was home, and then Jeremy was here, and then you were here, and I thought, if I came into the house and I didn't see you, oh god, that'd be worse. Somehow.
All we
somehow
wanted
that
was
would
to
be
crash
worse
here
than
and
this.
have a haste, but no.
So, what work are you doing, Father?
It's like simple bookkeeping, you know, some of the investors are spooked given the recent events. Dag them and the like.
Oh,
Yuria's
yeah.
next, they weep. Oh.
Hopefully not from her. I feel like she wouldn't last long in Yuria. Maybe one of the southern cities she'll attack.
One can only hope.
Well, equally, one can only hope that no one suffers anything like that, eh, Father?
Oh
Eh?
yes, the common man and
All
the
that.
peasant and such. It's just like
Like, reads smudged hand. It's like, real people.
oh yes, my heart weeps for the common man. Anyway, he could just stop being poor, you know. It's all those goddamn mechanical avocados they're buying.
Should have thought of
The
that.
avocado.
Should have thought of that before you became peasants.
That's pretty much it. Well, Dad, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's definitely a consideration to take to the slums. But equally, how's Mom? How's Quentin? How are the other two?
Oh, they're
Wagons?
fine. Your mother's fine. They're all fine, you know, practicing in their hobbies, staying out of the city for fear of, you know, the rebellion, those evil mechanical fiends. Oh,
Your mother
Nothing
has her
usual.
bridge club and her crippling gambling addiction. She's fine.
That's pretty much it. Like her mother is supposed to be like drugged out of her head.
I just
all the
imagining her
time.
reclining on a chaise longue with like a glass of brandy or something at all times.
oh yeah, like in the Feywild, you're just like,
That's it though. That's it though. Like, oh, Quentin's even better. I just love the idea. Quentin's just the kid who was just like, you were the firstborn son and you were the biggest disappointment. Like, he's worse than Esme. Like, and Esme left, and Esme was offered everything, and she was like, no.
Quentin's off
Like,
being an artiste.
yeah. But she's just like, well, Dad, good to hear.
Well,
So-
I was afraid I'd have to send out one of those god-awful bounty hunts for you. You didn't show up sooner or later.
Well, do you know what? I probably would have ended up taking the bounty and then you'd have to pay me. Wouldn't have that been egg on all of our faces?
No matter, you're here, you can attend the dinner, it'll be fine.
What? Dinner? Dad?
Yes!
It's like, there's been a royal meeting. It's in about 2
I already have to
months.
attend one of those.
The Queen will be there, all the head representatives of the guilds, all our family has been invited, even that Darrow will be there. Perhaps you can have fun with your friend. It's kind of like wiggles his hand.
I don't think that's the Darrow I'm friends with, but okay.
He's like, oh, the weird boy. You know, he used to
There's the
cry
weird
a lot.
Yeah, there's the crybaby, and then there's the businessman. Okay, well, Dad, I wasn't expecting that. I full on thought that I had more time before we had to be called in front of the Queen.
Oh,
But-
it'll just be a hi, hello, yes, this is a member of my family. She's not a delinquent who ran away from home because she has commitment issues. It'll be very, yes, we're happy, we're good investors, your money's going to good places, etc. You will not fuck this up, Esme.
I'll have you know
Oh,
that I am perfectly committed to the things I do. I'm teaching
Oh,
Isadora
I know,
how to
you're
read.
fully committed to just making a scene and running away from home.
Listen, Dad, I have a psychic son, so you can get the fuck away from me with telling
You know
me
what,
that
that's,
I
I
don't believe in
don't even
commitment.
want to know. I don't care.
Lies, your grandfather!
To a being without age. I'm not bringing Dave to this. Where's the dinner happening, Dad?
In the Mechanist Tower. On their
And when?
social suite. Oh, like
Esme just turns to Coda. It's like, this is your punishment. This is what you get.
he's basically like 2+ months wiggly hand, which translates to like, you know, I think in game terms it could be rather open, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. But yeah,
whenever we
yeah,
we wanted to
essentially
have
like
it.
2+ months, guys. You
I
know,
was
like
hoping
come
you were gonna
talk to
say
me when
like
you're ready.
tomorrow
sweetie.
night, and then like the IRL game was gonna be this, and I was like fucking dying inside. I was
No,
so excited.
you'd need more neon lights.
Yeah,
I'm
so that's
pounding
like,
dance music.
Happy, Darren. So happy.
well, Dad,
I'm glad you're
I
happy.
think I'm going to go to my room. And
He's
I'll
like,
talk
oh
to you in a
yes.
while.
We had Jerry, you know, dusted on the off chance you come back, or Jeremy, sorry. Jeremy. They're all the same, really, when you think about it.
Oh, I'm sure you think that about all
He,
of the
like,
people that we
He has like a
employ.
massive, like, you know, whiskey glass, and he just goes over to a cabinet and he's just pouring it in, but it's clearly like, that's a double, that's a triple, and he's just like,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm going to go read some reports now. Just essentially walks over and starts to push you out the door, and he's like,
Nice to
Father-
meet you, Mr. Nano.
Father, just hold on. Just a brief moment.
it's like, as you're being pushed out the door, he's like, no, do continue, daughter.
just hold on. I just need to check something really quickly. She walks over to the press and she just grabs one of the bottles and is like, I'll go now, and she just starts drinking. Well, at least we'll get to see each other drunk, Dad. And she just walks out. Well,
It's just-
friends,
As
I
you guys
thought we'd
leave
have
and
to
the
burn
door
down
shut, Esme's dad just sits down at his like office table and is looking at the window, and it's like the biggest 1,000-yard stare ever. Like, and he's just like,
Leave, bird. Please leave. You cannot leave. You trapped in there. Do not turn my. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh.
He's just flying against the windows in a panic, just like banging his head off the glass.
I just prefer to think that he like transforms a few minutes later and he's like, I guess I just have to let myself out. And
it's like, fine. I was trying to have a nice moment with you, and you just ignored me.
Esme basically just says, like, I thought we just have to burn down a dusty old house, but now we get to go to a party. Yay!
Well, it was something we were already invited to and probably couldn't get out of. And this way, we get to like plan how to subtly make your dad look bad.
I mean, I full on don't think it will be a subtle game, really.
Like just hype up how good and how cool that you're out there adventuring and helping people, and how it is the best possible thing you could have done.
Esme just holds onto Isadora's hand. She just says, like, Izzy, it's great to make my father look bad. You haven't met my sister. I'm going to kill her. And she just like starts walking off to the other side of the building.
Will help!
Yeah, that's good, guys. You can go see my room if you like.
Yeah, you guys like essentially like as Viridian sits perched up on them on like the thing over the door frame. Esme's father kind of eventually like next rest of drink he's like ugh, and just like grumpily like storms out of the kind of study area.
I can't believe her dad was here. I can believe it. It makes sense, but it's literally the worst.
But Dad, why?
Papa, why? But
So, party in the Mechanist Tower with the Queen.
yeah, that's what you get for
excited?
enjoying this too much, Coda.
That was out of character. He hates this in character. Out of character, I'm
Oh,
having the
that's true.
greatest day of my life. Like,
Well, this is
This
what
is
you get, Laura.
everything I wanted from this campaign. And not even from this. This is like, this is it. This is me. This is all I want, guys. But in character, it's not. I just want to make that clear. He hates it. I'm so happy. Anyway, that's that.
You were brought to Esme's room. Neil, again, I'm unsure of details. Do you want to pitch the scene of what Esme's bedroom would look like? Because I am unknowing of such things.
I will fully run with this is not a room she has slept in, like, in any of the time she's been in Yuria before, like, leaving her family,
Yeah.
essentially. So it's a
Look
long,
at all her
like,
kid stuff in it.
kind of. Like, it would literally just, it looks like there's books on a shelf. Like, there's, like, a proper bookshelf with, like, filled with books. And then it's, like, it definitely painted something gross. Like, it's not pink, but it's something, like, purple. It's a,
It's purple.
like, it's a really, like, gross lavender.
Mm.
That is just like, oh, you're not a girl anymore. Now you're a young woman, you're going to have a lavender. Awful.
This is
And
too real.
then, like,
This is too real.
it's a full 4-poster bed, but it's like Jeremy has dusted it, but it's still dusty as hell. And like she like just flops onto it. It's just like a whole thing of dust just goes. Whoof. What, did someone make a noise from my bed?
Yeah, guys, this is Esme's childhood room to a degree.
She's like, I hate it here. I wish I could run away. Oh God, I'm 17 again.
I mean, you
Drinks.
did run away, so.
Coda, you
Go
got turned
cheat.
into a devil. Don't you start about family matters. He continues to drink. I need to
I
go.
thought I
and
had
nap.
issues, but my family is so nice compared to yours.
Like I said, no one has met my sister yet. I'm going to kill
I've met
her.
your sister. I
Look,
don't
She's
ever want to
going
meet your
shoot me
sister
in the
again.
face. She's the kind of woman who could literally have a gun and will shoot me in the face. Oh,
Coda meets Kit and Esme meets Celeste all on the one day. It's at the party.
that's it. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And
Oh
somehow
my
we
God,
end up
what
like
a Celeste.
double dating where I bring Esme as my date.
Oh
And
my
Kit
god.
shows up with Celeste to the ball. Oh Jesus.
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm happy because this proves my theory right.
What's your theory? What is this?
I've had a theory for a while now that nobody does what we do. We don't go up against liches and zombies because we're happy. Everyone here has had an absolutely awful life, and that's why we're adventurers. And it's just nice to have that validated.
That's excellent.
I had a good
That's why
life
Kathe-
up until about a year ago. I was
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't good when you left home, was it? I mean, points at Coda. Left home, points at Esme. Left home, points at Risbon. Was exiled.
And my
Period.
period isn't here.
Has Viridian joined us yet?
Nope.
What are you up to?
And I mean, I left home. Gods know what happened to Virion. Like,
That
and
they
yet,
are.
Point taken.
like, we're here because the alternative is worse. As was, I mean, she points back to the office. The alternative is so much worse.
Yeah, it's like the alternative is gestures out window, and like Esme's dad is just like, "Oh, I'll have another one because everything's so good."
Yeah, like, deadly dimension? Sure. Destroying a phylactery? Sure. Talking to your fucking dad? No.
Oh my god, what if we just run away to find Nolheim instead? We could totally do that. She's like, she basically jumps up to her room, up to her, like, the top of the shelves. Like, there must be a fucking, like, a map of the world here somewhere. Just starts, like, pulling books out. It's like, there has to be a way out.
It's like, Dad, when's the ball? June 10th. Well, guys, I know what day we're sailing away on.
Like, she will full on at some point just leave a like small page. Yeah, small page, like, slid under her sister's door. It's just like, do not start anything. I will end you, woman. Just like love drunk Esme.
You know what, Esme? I think your father might be scarier than anything we faced.
Oh, he's not. He's fine. Like I
That
said,
man terrifies me.
my sister has more of an oath of vengeance than any paladin you'll ever. Oh god, what if she's a paladin?
Is she going to be at this dinner? Because I don't think I could deal
Yeah.
with that.
This is the problem. I'm full on going to fight her and the queen at the same time. This is where I die. Don't you understand? It's just like the gypsy woman said. Two queens war as their sister watches on. I thought it was something else, but no. Oh.
Right, guys, we're going to leave it there because it's 12. And, like, everyone sitting around in Esme's room kind of collecting what just happened is kind of a solid, stopping.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a solid
So, yeah.
starting point.
We've got, like, that in-game or in-person session on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren, before we leave, can I ask, do I find that journal?
I was about to ask Darren if I could just let you have that at some point.
If anyone's specifically looking for it, give me investigation.
No, because none of us in character know that it's there.
I'll talk to Darren about it because I do think there's a way that I have a way in my head for you to find it that should work. Just to clear it with Darren, because I'm not going to basically DM for him, because that would be what we call in the business fucking rude.
Hashtag rude.
Hashtag unacceptable.
Hashtag unacceptable just describes that whole last 20 minutes right there. That was so much.
Okay.
Your dad's an asshole. Your dad's
Darren,
so
People honestly think
Kudos
he'd be
to
good.
you.
Thank you.
No, it's not that I thought he'd be good, but it's like kudos. You made him.
That was like.
Honestly,
I
if you had
hate that
sent
man.
Jeremy in, all I could picture was like, he's over like a bajillion, like, the stock market's crumbling reports, and he's got like a bottle of whiskey, and he's like, nothing could make this worse. And like Jeremy's like, sir, it's Esme, she's here, and he's like, of course she is. Like pours himself like a quadruple, and he's just like, send her in.
I fully just did not think. I thought it would be
He was
anyone
so
else.
bad.
I fully thought it would be anyone else. But
I mean, at least it wasn't the sister.
yeah.
He's
There's
probably
that.
being like, where's my daughter? Where are you, Death? Come to claim me. Like, he's falling around the house.
Oh, good night, stream.
How
Good
did we
night,
get to Amy's house, whose address is...